Games, 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 games. I thought you guys would like come in with me.
I didn't want to interrupt, but
No,
I did.
Yeah. I didn't.
I kind of just looked like an idiot monkey boy.
But I mean, look.
But listen,
I get it.
I'm sitting here with my Marg. It's a strawberry White Claw today. But more importantly than my Marg, I'm sitting here with my boys. Welcome to the Margs with the Boys podcast, a very special episode, the E3 Bingo Card Prediction episode.
Yeah.
We're live right now on twitch.tv/Jyggy11 making these bingo cards. So maybe you should come check out the show live sometime if you'd so like it. But we also really appreciate that you guys are our wonderful, beautiful audio listeners. Feel free to continue listening to us and just give us all those 5-star ratings on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever streaming service you use. Now, let me go talk to my boys, and let's get to the show.
Yes, we love both of our audio listeners.
Oh man,
Let's go.
Yeah, man, I can't.
How
believe
was
it.
that? I thought I did a good job.
That was
I
great.
thought it was good. I thought it was great. I thought it was really great. I genuinely, I'll be honest with you guys. I cannot
for it.
believe that it's finally here. This is the episode that I've been looking forward to since the last time we have done a predictions or video game showcase episode, which was our first ever episode.
Yeah, our first ever episode was that.
Back to our roots.
And here we are.
I think, if I recall correctly, that was also our biggest episode on Twitch, at least.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Oh, really?
I think
idea.
that was our biggest episode on Twitch. Was we had a lot of people watching us because it was right after they announced the direct that we did it.
You know, yeah, as it should be though, because like this is like something that like holds a lot of mystery, holds a lot of intrigue for a lot of people. Like people are like really excited, and especially with like we've had a crazy year this year. I think we can all attest to that. We didn't get a lot of game announcements. And we just want to see, games. And
I just
canceled
want to
last
know
year,
what
wasn't
I'm gonna
E3
play.
was canceled.
And it's
So-
funny because all of us here, we all play video games. We're all creators. We all showcase what we like to play, and we talk about what we want to play, whether it be on Twitter or on Twitch or on even YouTube or TikTok. And it's one of those things where it's the way I always look about E3, and we can obviously talk about this and where E3 quote unquote is going, more of this summer announcement spiel. It's kind of like Christmas morning in a little bit, where
Yeah,
you
dude, that
sit
is how I
down
describe it.
and you just say, wait a minute. And it's funny because it's Christmas morning that we have to pay for, but it's Christmas morning as when we get to know what the companies that we love are creating or starting to create, or what we dream of, new games, more experiences, whether they be from franchises we love or new IPs. What captures our minds as people who just genuinely love video games? Because I think I can speak for all of us here and say we like video games.
It is.
True.
And I genuinely don't care about spoilers. I don't. But during E3, I always I make sure I don't know. Because
Okay, you're not looking up leaks and rumors and stuff.
I'm not no, I love rumors. I love talking rumors.
Rumors are fine, but not leaks.
I hate talking leaks. Because leaks ruin the show. Because the show is literally look at the games. And if I know the games, I don't need to look. Like, I don't, like, if you told me don't watch the Nintendo Direct, it's literally just for Mario Golf, I wouldn't watch it because I'm like, I don't care about Mario Golf. But then, oh my God, we see Cowboy Wario. We see used car salesman Wario. And I pre-ordered that game that day. I'm like, yes.
And it's kind of crazy. It's a crazy season. But let's just take like one step back here and just say, welcome to the show. Welcome everybody once again. We got a little overexcited here and we didn't actually introduce who's on the show today. As Scootish did the announcement, so Scootish is here.
Wow.
Yeah, Scootish is here. My
My
name
name
is
game here.
Whoa!
I forgot to talk about myself.
Yeah, Scootish is here. My name is Jyggy. And we have TB for good, and we have Doug or not.
That's me. And we're the boys.
Yeah,
Welcome. We are the boys.
we are the boys.
We're the boys, not the Amazon boys. those boys are quite rude, if I do say so myself.
It's a good show though.
True.
I like that show a lot. But we can do.
No, I like that show too. It was,
like that
I just
show.
think it's so bloody.
Yeah, it is. It is. But anyway, getting into it here, I thought we would first kind of talk about the state of this month, and like you know how I introed us in, or how I slightly introed into this topic here, where we were talking about how it feels like Christmas. And the one thing that I wanted to ask you guys, and the one thing I really wanted to just kind of pick your brain about. Do you guys remember your first E3, Doug?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I probably read about it in like a Nintendo Power about like just stuff that was announced and stuff they're looking forward to.
So you read about it first? Do you remember the one that you first watched? Did you watch it?
I will admit I'm the oldest one here, so I definitely sort of cut my teeth on gaming a little bit before I think videos were widely distributed, as well as you know, before the internet was super duper easy to come by. I had dial up for a long time.
Scoot, do you remember your first E3? I'm
Who?
actually gonna be
Me?
Scoot.
Me.
Yeah, I'm actually curious to know this one. I'm really.
Yes, I do. I do remember watching my first E3. I genuinely, I think I might have talked about this on the podcast. I've talked about it a lot on my own stream, but I wasn't really allowed to have video games when I was younger. Like, I was that kid who like had the Nintendo consoles, but that was kind of it. That we never explored too far from Nintendo. But then in like 8th grade, I was finally given like an Xbox 360. And I started exploring more video games, and I started expanding my palette. I remember I thought Crackdown 2 was one of the greatest video games I've ever played. It's not that good, but when you get to have that taste, you get to have that try different flavors of video games, you think everything's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
And I tried it and I loved it. But then all of a sudden I was at school and my friend was like, "Hey, are you watching E3?" I'm like, "No." "What's E3?" And he just takes my laptop, plugs in E3, and I'm like, "Oh my, what?" And we sat the entire class, and we watched the Xbox conference. The next day, PlayStation. The day after, Nintendo, and I was hooked. And that's when I truly became a video gamer.
So wait,
It changed, dude. It changed my life. I remember. I think it might have been the year before or the year after Robot Chicken did Nintendo's E3 thing, and I loved it. I was so enthralled just by like these important men coming on stage talking about the cool things about Nintendo. I watched the Nintendo Connect be sold to me, and I watched them lie to a child's face, and then I fell for it, and I've spent money on the Connect. I loved every instance of it. I laughed at Shigeru Miyamoto for not being able to swing Link's sword in the Skyward Sword tech demo. I remember all of E3. I've never missed an E3 press conference since that day. I freaking love E3. Now I should also note, I love the press conferences. The event is utter dog water.
Wait, you've been to E3? Yeah, I'm not.
I
We'll
went
get
to
to TB. We'll
I
get to
went
me,
to E3
you've
not
been to
last
actual
year, but the
E3?
year before.
You've been to the
Yeah,
full-on press event.
It's a bad event. It's a good event if you're an exhibitor or a press, but if you're not that and you're like spending the $400 to get in, it's a bad event.
They used to not allow like
Yes.
regular people in. Like for a long time, it was just press and exhibitors.
Yeah. You had to be like special. You had to be like king,
Yes.
you know, to get
Yeah,
in.
no, like because like it's an expo. It's meant to like E3 was meant to like show off like this is what we're working on, and then show like the other people that like what they're like kind of working, what they're doing. You know, like that's what it was meant for. It was meant to be like, hey, I know you're working for like so and so right now, but maybe you could come work on this with us. Like that's what the event was for. And then like the press conferences started getting huge on like YouTube because that's where they live streamed, and they were like, oh, we could make money off this. Then they started inviting the public, but you can't even get into the show floor until like I think 1 or 2 p.m. And even then the show floor closes at like 5, so you can play a game if you're lucky.
You gotta wait in the 3-hour
Like-
line first, though, dude.
Yeah, we had exhibitor badges. We had exhibitor badges, so we got in at like 9 a.m. So we were there like all day. But it was it makes E3 makes me feel gross, the event. But the press conference is really good, really fun. That's what we're talking about today.
Yeah,
That's what I
true.
love about E3.
We're talking
Don't
about
love
the
the event, though.
community coming together, and that's something we're gonna definitely
Yeah,
touch on. But
yes.
I want to go to TB. Do you remember the first E3 you ever watched or read about or anything like that?
Yeah. I was working at GameStop at the time, and it was like really exciting for me. Because I had never
must
actually
have
like
been
watched
cool.
it before. But like all of us employees all working together and getting hyped about it was really fun.
We're gonna get so many pre-orders.
Yeah, a lot of people do come in getting pre-orders the day after things
Oh,
are announced.
Yeah, I
totally.
bet.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet.
So my first E3, I remember this because it was a big deal. I did not watch the event like live or anything because back then I don't even know if it was, maybe it was on like really primitive YouTube or something like that. But if I'm correct, it was like E3 2004, and it was when Reggie revealed the Nintendo DS. It was I think it was his first event. I ended up watching it, I think, on a highlight reel on either Spike TV or I think G4 was a thing just then, just starting. And I was younger. I was in 2004, and I remember watching Reggie go up with the DS, and he said Nintendo DS, and I remember saying, I cannot wait for that. I was a Game Boy fan. My first ever console was a Game Boy Color. It was like the biggest deal for me that it had two screens.
Same.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was like a massive deal for me. YouTube, according to chat, YouTube didn't exist in 2004, so it was not. It must have been like a replay.
It must have
on
been
TV.
Spike or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was Spike TV.
I remember like there would be like recaps and stuff from G4.
Yep.
And they would also recap it in Game Informer, which I got.
Yeah.
So I had exposure to it, but I never got to like fully experience and immerse myself in it until I was out of high school and working at GameStop.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that all of us didn't really really get invested in these massive conferences until, like Scoot said, when they started to make them this massive once a year big boy thing where I remember like in 8th grade or 9th grade, I think it was no, I don't even remember what game came out, but I remember where I would have back then. There was no Twitch, there was no anything crazy like this. It was YouTube, and then it was Spike, and it was like all these things, and they all would have different conferences that were on at the same time because it was really just them covering the live press event. And so I remember thinking to myself, oh man, I sat there and I wish I had this video, and maybe one day I'll find it. But I remember making we had a flip video camera. Do you guys remember flip video cameras? This was like 8th grade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was right before Pokemon Black and White, I think, were announced.
Yep.
I remember having Nintendo's E3 showcase, like whatever the heck, press conference event up on my TV on whatever, I think it was Spike, and then I had Microsoft's on my laptop on my little tiny netbook, and I put the flip video camera right across from me, and I made reaction videos to Pokemon, and I think it was like maybe New Super Mario Brothers or something. No, it couldn't have been that. I don't know what it was. But that was I wish I had those, because super small Jyggy from middle school making reaction videos would be such a fun thing for me. But that was kind of what led into something that me and I think all of us do nowadays still, which is we sit there and we talk about what they're announcing. We talk about it. We share our thoughts.
I definitely think I still have that, and one thing, like, I always think whether or not I should, like, I think also now we watch it in a different lens because like we watch it as like creators, not as just passing passerbys anymore. And at least something for me that I think I think well, deep down, TB, like even if you don't like talk about the stuff all the time, like you're still watching as a creator, you're still going and creating content.
You still tweet about it, and you talk about it here.
You still tweet about it. You still do stuff,
and you talk about it here.
But everybody and their mom tweets.
So, still your
It's
thoughts,
part of the
still your
problem.
opinions.
That is part of the problem.
Believe me, we'll get into opinions later.
Okay. Oh, good. But part of me thinks like sometimes, I don't know if like streaming in this event is like a good idea because like who cares? Like no one wants to see like my reactions. But then I like go back and I do this for everyone. I've watched your reactions. They're hilarious, Mike. Doug, I've seen you react to a couple things. Doug, I got to be honest with you. I think you're like secretly one of the funniest motherfuckers like in the world.
Aw, that's very kind of you to say. Thank you.
Doug, like I know I just dropped the first and only F-bomb.
That was not the
show.
first.
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
Excuse me.
Of recording, it's
Are
the
we
first.
trying to
I've
stay
counted
PG-13 this event? Are we trying to stay PG-13 today? Is this happening?
I'm not cursing because I don't want to be that guy anymore. But
character development, everybody. Character development.
It's the new arc.
I'm dropping it because Doug, you say the funniest things like randomly, and they're so charming and wonderful. Like seriously, like you made me laugh so hard earlier. Like I feel like my comedy is so effortful sometimes, and like you just say something, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's better than anything I just said. But anyway, you've done it.
Do it. Cry right now.
Okay.
But
I got it all out in one.
But seriously, like we and I even go back and watch like my reactions. Like the most recent one that I've had is Sephiroth coming to Smash Brothers. Like
yeah,
like they're so enjoyable to watch because like people, if you care about the product, no matter if the camera's on or off, you're truly gonna like lose your marbles to that, like no matter what, because it's awesome. It's so much fun. Like I love watching things like this because we have no idea what we're getting.
Some of those like truly like wholesome and like viral like reaction videos are people reacting to game announcements.
True.
Like stuff, a property they're excited about, like either coming back or being like improved in some way or whatever that they haven't seen in years. Like if F-Zero drops, then like some people are going to flip out because they love that and they haven't seen it in a long time.
I just want to say one thing about F-Zero.
I'm gonna add it to my list actually.
There's an arcade in Chicago. Literally, you get into the Blue Falcon and you control F-Zero GX from the Blue Falcon, and it like moves, it tilts. It's the coolest thing I've ever done in my life.
You can be Captain Falcon. That's awesome.
You're literally Captain Falcon, and it's the best game I've ever played in an arcade, and I want that for my life.
So just taking a step back here, Scootish talks a lot about how, reaction, and Doug talks a lot about reaction as in like it's a property, it's something that you are passionate about. And I'm going to kind of build off this. So I just recently, for any of our, I think it was before the show that we did this. So for anybody of our audio listeners that didn't know, I recently, as in like 2 weeks ago, hit my 9-year stream anniversary on Twitch.tv, where I've been broadcasting on the platform for 9 years, almost nightly, probably nightly.
Grandpa.
Yeah, you can call me old all you want.
2 presidents ago.
I did the spot in where I went through all my archive content, and I also figured out what I've done. And this upcoming E3, E3 2021, will be the 7th E3 that I have covered on my Twitch channel. So
what's your hit rate for predictions?
Awful. Terrible. I think I called like that. Breath of the Wild was supposed to come out like 4 years before it did. Okay, like, but it's just one of those things where if I had the ability to broadcast it, either a recap or even the live shows, I did it. And the reason why was not because of the reaction or the reaction farming or anything like that. Well, but and this is to build off what you guys are saying, was I felt that it was kind of my responsibility, no matter back 7 years ago, I had, maybe 10 people, if I was lucky, watching me. And it's one of those things where I still felt the need to give those people, give my community members, if they chose, a place to come talk about it. And it's something that I think that you Scoot mentioned a lot, and Doug definitely mentioned here with that kind of that passion. And it's one of those things where a lot of people have that passion, not just us creators. And as a community, I remember this because it's something that I really wanted to do back when I could not broadcast, and before I broadcast, was I would call my friends up. I would call my friends up, and I would say,
yeah.
did you see Pokemon? Whoa. Like,
No, you gotta have, little
True.
viewing parties however you
Yeah.
can.
so it was one of those
we would
things.
talk at recess or the lunch table or whatever
Oh
about
my god, yeah.
what happened. Yeah.
So it's one of those things where I felt the need to offer my chat room as a place for anybody to come and just discuss it, even if it was for 10 minutes, even if it was for 5 minutes, because it just felt like, once again, us bringing together and getting us right onto this here track here is E3. Or, well, now we got, Summer's Game Fest, Next Expo, we got all these crazy EA Play. This summer announcement of video games that are coming out in the next 5 years, because I always say it's a 5-year. They don't usually, hopefully, don't announce anything that's past 5 years away. Metroid.
yeah, not on purpose, I think.
Yeah. But it's one of those things where it brings the community together. It brings people with the right mind, or not the right mind, but the same mindset together. It's that big warm hug, and people get mad, and people get upset, and people get excited, and people do all the who won E3, whatever it is. But it's one of those things where, in reality, no matter what, and this is a quote from Doug Bowser, it
Let's go, Doug.
brings the
Doug.
entire industry together to celebrate what we love.
True.
So,
You know who really wins E3?
Who?
Gamers.
yeah.
True.
Gamers always win E3 because E3 kind of like puts like this. No matter what's happening in the world, the minute we know like something's on the horizon, like, oh, that can just be like, yo, I just got fired. Jyggy 11 chopped my arm off with a Nerf ninja sword. But at least Cyberpunk 2077 is coming out. And even though, even though Cyberpunk ended up being bad, that was a lot of people's oh, this is exciting.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't
they're
matter.
People who built their
It doesn't matter if the
personality
game
around
ends up being
like,
bad. If the game builds up the hype, like, I believe every human being needs hype. And if a game can give somebody that hype, that's a pretty magical thing.
True.
It really can. So, I thought, since we definitely got to start moving here a little bit, but I wanted to discuss what you guys think about E3 2021. Where do we think this event is going to be? Where do we think we're going with this? There's not just this event this year. There's the E3 2021. There's Summer Game Fest. There is Steam Next, which I don't know what that is. I read this. You have individual events by individual companies, such as EA EA Play. You have Sony State of Play, which has not been announced, and then of course you have Steam Next Fest. That's what it's called. Thank you. Then you have individual franchises doing their own individual things, such as we just saw Sonic and the Sega team doing a 30th anniversary thing, and I think it was 30th anniversary, and then of course Square Enix doing their own separate thing for Dragon Quest. So, what do you guys feel about this E3? drama aside, because I know there's a lot of drama surrounding it right now.
There is.
Yeah, so apparently, here, I'll fill in all of our audio listeners and also people listening.
Yeah, walk us through it. I don't know.
Apparently, you can still submit media for media access for this year's E3 show. It's digital, so that's a thing. But apparently, they have not really even said what's happening during it, and apparently, it's a massive confusion cluster.
Okay.
That even the employees of E3 don't understand what is going on. As of this recording, Nintendo has not announced when their show is. We only have dates for. Do we even have one for Square? I think we only have one for Xbox and Ubisoft, if I'm correct.
I wouldn't be too worried about. We can use deductive reasoning to figure out like when they all are, because I guess this is really close.
It's a weekend change away.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. Is that
I guess
just really
maybe
close.
Maybe someone who subscribes to the same sort of school of thought as Jyggy 11 is planning E3.
Sure.
And like the day before, they'll figure it out. They'll make it happen.
I guess for me, I just don't know. I don't quite remember when things were announced date wise. This is quite weird, but I'll say, in my opinion, I don't think I think last year the Summer Games Fest kind of showed less than promising things. I don't even remember it happening. Like, I remember Jeff Keighley being like this will be better than E3. I don't personally think it was. I think it was, kind of there, and it was fine and good job, but I think the Summer Games Fest better like come out freaking hard if it wants to even
I
hold a
think the
candle.
Summer Games Fest was the best they could do, given the circumstances.
I thought it was the bandage.
100%.
Yeah. But with it coming back, it's kind of weird. It's just another Jeff Keighley event, but it's not the Game Awards, so it's like, what's the point?
The Game Awards this year was kind of like E3 2020, in my opinion. Like, I've never seen an award show more focused on the trailers than awards in my life.
It's interesting to think about now, and like I said, just going back to all of those events that I've announced, because of the fact that E3 has taken but not even a hiatus here, because if I'm correct, EA hasn't been at an official E3 event in a couple years. Was Sony there in 2019?
No, they weren't. Sony is okay. No, EA saying like we're not there is like Nintendo saying we're not there. Yes, they are.
But Nintendo says they're there.
No, they don't.
Yes, they did. They don't. They confirmed themselves to be part of
it. Okay. Hear me out. EA was still there. They just didn't do a press conference there. Nintendo was still there. They just didn't do a press conference. I'm focusing on the press conferences.
Okay.
I don't care about the event. I don't care about the physical.
No, I'm talking more about the press conferences in the span of the 4-day E3 quote unquote.
EA
event.
has always been there. EA is always like the day before.
Mm-hmm.
That was
It's
EA.
true,
So like
July,
I still think EA is like still technically there this year. I think like just with everything they couldn't get it right, because they do really well being the day before, like being that like kickoff hype. Like they know what they're doing and it's smart. I think what they're doing this year will hurt them. But I still, for all intensive purposes, I still think like they're quote unquote there this year. So yeah, but I think Nintendo will completely and utterly destroy every other competition in the span of this month. I think if Sony announces an event, that might be cool. I know we have to see some more God of War 2, Horizon Forbidden West. I like how Jyggy and I did a face. Good job picking up on the bit, Jyggy 11. Yeah, but like we have some stuff from Sony to see.
Bloodborne cart.
So
That'd be awesome.
So Sony's whole thing is like they just want to like do it later and have it not be tied to like the E3 event.
So can I jump off a question? I'm gonna jump off that and use
it.
it as a question. There,
Go for it.
Scootish.
Use it as a question, my guy.
Sony not wanting to be associated. Now obviously that's not true. I'm putting words in their mouth, but I'm just going off of what Scootish just said. They might want to, we're just assuming here, not be associated with all these things. And Scootish said something way before during our preparation thing that I hope he returns to today. But I want to start with Doug. Do you think it's beneficial or anti-beneficial? What's the word I'm looking for?
Detrimental?
Detrimental.
A beneficial or detrimental to a video game company that's large, just as Sony or E3 or EA in this situation, having their announcements be so separated. Well, we don't know about Sony, but we know EA's is in July from the quote unquote the hub. I'm gonna give it the weak hub that is the E3 Summer Game Fest, whatever the heck, big boy show.
Yeah.
I feel like what we're seeing here is a lot of what happened like when Netflix sort of made people stop paying for cable TV, where like now everyone wants their own Netflix and now you have to pay 19 different companies if you want to watch everything. And so what I'm seeing is like, I think Sony, I think EA, I think everyone's seeing the success that Nintendo is having with doing their own directs and the sort of hype that goes around that, because Nintendo has a bunch of big fans and EA thinks that they have that kind of fan base too, which I don't know if they do. But I think that they think that they can get that same sort of slice of the pie.
Sony,
I think could do it. EA maybe
State
not
of
so
play.
Oh, EA, yes.
No, I'm talking about
EA
all of them. I'm talking about all of them. I'm talking about
crazy.
anybody.
Okay.
Here.
I'm
I think
just
the
gonna.
big three. I think Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo could probably pull it off. Nintendo already has with their directs, but
Yes.
I mean, I think if Devolver wanted to do a big event or something, that they're not a big company, but it's still like maybe you should hang out in EA with E3 with that stuff.
I had a good tweet about this the other day. I just put my thoughts out there on my Twitter. I'll read it verbatim here. I said I think that all these pre-E3 game announcements are poor marketing from a consumer standpoint. On one hand, I'm not as excited to learn about the new games, even from like established franchises that I love, because it's not as exciting to see it when it's not a part of a grand spectacle like E3. It also hurts the image and perception of the game if they go into E3 having already announced everything that they're going to show at E3, and do it again like it never happened. It's just boring and doesn't fuel the hype building machine that E3 is known for.
Scoot has verbatim, right? You have verbatim? Yeah. I think you have verbatim.
What are you using that word for?
Is that word not good? Verbatim?
Verbatim is a thing, but do you agree?
That is how I phrased it on the tweet, basically.
Oh, that's verbatim. Okay, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think Scootish has a counterpoint for that.
Okay.
I think Sony's excluding itself in from E3. Well, I think it's smart. I do also think it's quite sad. Because when you watch E3, there's always a who won E3. And people always argue. And I think Sony wanted to step away from that and be able to say, we don't want to win a competition because like this isn't a competition for us. We just want to show off all the products that we're excited about. So I think removing itself from E3 and then like doing its own event, I think that's kind of a smart move, because then you're not comparing it to Xbox's Skyrim 6 that's playable on a fridge but not your Switch or PlayStation 5. You're talking about Spider-Man 2. You're talking about God of War 2. You're excited
But
about
so
those.
you're comparing it to Nintendo. Nintendo does have a direct during E3.
But it's different. Like Sony is like Sony like Nintendo's definitely doing a direct during E3. They are. They're obligated to at this point because
And they always do.
They've already talked about it. They've already done it. Sony straight up didn't do anything during E3 last year. Sony waited.
Summer Game Fest.
Sony waited a month after that too, I think, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Like Sony did something in July. Like they want that distance. They want distance. Nintendo does not want distance. Because Nintendo 9 times out of 10 will always quote unquote win E3. Take a large piece of that pie.
Yeah. But I mean, I see it less of a pie and more as of there are more eyes on E3 than if you have your own event.
Right, but I think for Sony, I don't think they care. I think they know the install base for PlayStation, and they know PlayStation users will be excited. Because I don't know. I've never watched E3 and said, that's it. That's it. Xbox time. Never done that. Yeah. I've sat and watched the Xbox event. I've actually always have praised Xbox for how they do their show. I think they run an excellent E3 presentation. I think it's very good. However, I have never said I want to buy an Xbox from a E3 event. The only reason why I bought an Xbox initially was because that's what all my friends had in high school. But the minute I figured out in my little dumb gooey goblin gamer brain is when that PS3 was better, I stopped. So I don't know if having eyes on your stream is really that important for this, because you know your install base. Like it's fun and you'll get tweeted a lot and you'll get #1 on trending if it's really good during E3. And like that will be huge.
Yeah,
but knowing PlayStation though and their quality, hold on, I'm so sorry. They'll reach #1 on trending with their own event, no problem.
But having more eyes, more potential people to see it is just it's a staple in marketing. Right. So if you're only marketing to the same people, you're not going to sell like things to people that they're already getting anyway.
But
you know,
I hear that. I'd like to counter it. We're living in an insanely different world. We're living in a world where not only are 250,000 people watching the official live stream, but you have millions, like actual millions of Twitch streamers watching the same event, showing it off to their communities, and everyone's going to do that for a day because it's easy content. Like when I see a PlayStation event, I just go, sweet, don't have to play a video game. I can sit here, react to something for an hour, and I can leave. Like it's easy content. It just is. No one's going to pass that up as a streamer.
I think my mindset in this whole thing is kind of the combination of TBs and Doug's. So Doug's thought that I 100% agree with is that Sony, as well as EA, and as well as now apparently Sega and also Square Enix, now have seen what Nintendo has been doing for years, and they see the fact that now not only do once a year is the Sony event trending on Twitter.com or is Bethesda's new Skyrim game trending on Twitter.com, all within the span of 1 week. But now, multiple times per year, you see Nintendo Direct, Nintendo Direct, and Nintendo Direct, and Nintendo Direct, Nintendo Direct on Twitter.com or on Facebook or whatever. So it's one of those things where I completely see why them as a company would say, bro, we got to do our own thing so we're not tied to this event and we can do it whenever we want. But I'm going to go with TB's point here, where I think that it's kind of stupid for Sony to say, we want to be different. Let's not do it during the time we know we're going to get fans excited, because we know the fans are going to be having our eyes glued to video games. And look at
they can still do supplementary presentations throughout the year.
I see it. Just look at Nintendo.
To say we're cutting out E3 entirely to do our own presentations whenever we want is just stupid.
Well, they do. Sony.
They showed off they showed off that game with the redhead the other day. They showed off that. Is that what you think that we're getting?
No. That was specifically for Horizon Forbidden West. That was essentially a Pokemon Direct.
Okay.
Was what that essentially was. And that's cool. Like I enjoyed watching that. Yeah. They already did that for Ratchet and Clank. Wasn't a huge deal. It was Ratchet. They wanted to show off Ratchet and Clank. You know, like they've already been doing the little supplemental presentations. And here's the thing. I would be more agreeing with TB if their system doesn't already work, because it's already been working for a year. They've already done an event. What?
You can't buy it.
I mean, what?
I cannot buy a PlayStation 5 right now.
That has nothing to do with the marketing.
No, but I'm just saying that, like, you can't purchase the console. So it's one of those things where it I mean, I know there's a chip failure and there's all this stuff going on here, but it's one of those things where it's like when it comes to the marketing aspect of it, I still can't buy it, you know? So
okay, well, good news for you though. All those games are going to be coming out on PlayStation 4 as well, bud.
Oh, true.
But again, back to my point, it is still like I care about being number one on Twitter. I care about being number one on trending. You know, I do.
Yeah.
They do their giant big summer event. They did that. They showed off a ton of PlayStation 5 games, and then they showed off what the PlayStation 5 looked like. Number one trending on Twitter. Completely separate from Summer Games Fest. It was their own thing. They controlled the news for weeks after that.
Yeah.
Literal weeks. And then they've been doing these little supplemental announcements every single couple of months.
Yeah.
And it works because it gets them to number one every single time. Even if they're just showing off Ratchet and Clank, even if they're just showing off Horizon Forbidden West, it is still number one trending on Twitter. Sonic was trending number one on Twitter for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Sony was trending number one on Twitter for 2 days.
After Ratchet and Clank?
After Horizon Forbidden West. It's after
no
Horizon
Forbidden
shot.
West.
Dude, it was trending number one earlier today, and it happened like 2 days ago.
Well,
I did not see it. I saw like one thing about it on Twitter, and it wasn't even on my trendings tab.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
It was number one on trending for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel the more you muddy down the waters, the less effective it becomes. Is what I'm saying.
I think we should move on. Let's actually get into the whole segment here. What we're going to be talking about and what we're going to be going through each of the individual shows here. It's 10 o'clock and we should keep on moving here.
Yeah, 90 minutes into our 30-minute intro.
Yeah, 90 minutes into our 30. No, it's not 90 minutes into our 30. It's like 30 minutes, or it's like 40 minutes into our 30-minute intro. But yes, we want to get moving here. So Doug, what is the first event that we are going to be talking about?
Ubisoft. Or is it Ubisoft? I can never remember.
Who knows? Who cares?
I think it's Ubisoft because I don't know.
Wait.
But we do have.
So we're starting off here. With the Ubisoft event. Do we have dates on this yet? As far as I'm aware, it's the day.
I literally don't think we do.
No, I think it wasn't announced. It's the day before Microsoft. Or the day.
I've been trying to find any dates. I haven't found a single date. I haven't found
June
a single
12th,
date for press
3
conference.
p.m. Eastern time, June 12th.
Oh,
June
okay.
12th.
Well, all right, Doug.
So Ubisoft, the first thing I have here, and I think everyone will agree with me here. The first thing that I have is Just Dance. It's kind of the inevitable.
Oh, yeah. That could be
Oh,
the free space, I think, is
absolutely.
Just
Yeah,
Dance.
that's the free space is that Ubisoft will
Oh
discuss.
yeah.
Just go ahead and
Just
check
Dance.
that
You know,
off my list.
Actually,
Yep.
actually, I have a square. I have a square, boys. If I may take you back to one of my afternoons, or earlier this week, or last week, I guess, at the end of my week on Friday. You see, I really care about Far Cry. I actually love Far Cry.
Yeah.
And I wanted to watch the Far Cry 6 announcement. So I popped on, and I popped on. They were doing an event at like 1. So I popped in at like 12:30. I was like, just to be sure I don't miss it. I sit down. It gets closer and closer to 1. I'm so excited. And all of a sudden it's 1 p.m. And then it starts. And it says 30 minutes. They made you wait another 30 minutes once their event started at 1.
That's awful.
So this
So
is for
I-
so 30 minutes for
I
a 2-minute
think-
trailer?
I think countdown.
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 I think that one's free too. but-
Countdown to a countdown is specifically. Because like it did the YouTube premiere countdown, you know?
Yeah.
And then it counted down again. It was literally like 5 minutes.
Fancy. I love this.
Oh,
Very
Jyggy
good.
11. Oh my goodness.
I'm doing my best here to contribute.
I love that.
Yeah.
No, I think that's really nice.
I'm doing my best to contribute. So countdown to
Countdownception. That's great.
Yeah, countdown
Perfect.
to. I think Ubisoft was also the one that would do the or maybe this was E3 or EA. But they would do these like initiative breaks between the segments to do like developer interviews and stuff like that. Like really long developer interviews about something like.
Dude, I remember that. That was so boring.
Yeah, I think that
Which
was
is weird because
Ubisoft.
they started out with like a really fun dance number. Like, I know it's cringy and I know it's bad.
No, but they
but,
always do
like,
that. Yeah.
I'm a sucker. I'm honestly like Mike and I are theater kids. I think we're both just suckers for like watching some musical entertainment.
I mean, I think it's just the showmanship. I always would respect. I
Yeah,
literally
the
always respect
showmanship.
Ubisoft for starting off with usually some sort of dance, and then we'd all say,
I
"Oh my
love it.
gosh, look, it's Just Dance."
Oh my god, we have so many images. This is great.
How did
Thank
you
you
get that off so quickly? Oh my
He's
god.
so good at this.
I have on
11.
here. So wait. You were talking about Far Cry 6. So you think we're gonna see anything of Far Cry 6?
Oh, yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot of Far Cry 6. Like we saw a gameplay reveal, but like they're obviously not gonna
Is it-
not talk about Far Cry.
So Far Cry 6. I haven't been caught up. You're a fan of Far Cry, Scoot. If I'm
I
correct,
am.
this is the guy. He's from Mandalorian. I forget his actor name. He's from
Oh,
Mandalorian.
I do too. But he's great.
He's
No,
in,
Gus from Breaking Bad.
Yes, he's in Breaking Bad. He's also in Better Call Saul.
yeah.
Literally plays one of the
And he's in
best
The
villains.
Boys too, actually.
Oh yeah, he plays the president, the president of the Boys. But
I love him.
yes.
I think Far Cry is pretty safe. I think Hyperscape is pretty safe.
which one's Hyperscape?
That's their version of the Battle Royale thing. I
That's
don't play it.
Is that the one that that's the one with that Twitch had was like it was like a big deal for Ann Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Rainbow Six Siege will appear.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm just throwing out
I-
the obvious ones.
Yeah.
I
I think
saw-
what we're
like,
gonna
I
see-
want to be honest, boys. I don't know. Like Ubisoft like escapes me. Like I don't care about any of the new things they're like really going to be making. I don't really like Ubisoft because of what they've done to Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Valhalla DLC, slap that some bitch on there. And
Yeah.
No, wait. Okay.
Like
no.
that-
I want to
Just
pause.
checking
I
it
want
up.
to pause on Assassin's Creed.
sure.
I want to pause
sure,
on Assassin's
sure.
Creed.
Of course.
Do you think we are going to see just Assassin's Creed Valhalla DLC, or do you think that we're going back to yearly Assassin's Creed games?
No, it's too early. This model is working for them.
Yeah,
Wait,
I think
they're-
it's too early,
they're
especially
milking?
like
It's
in a pandemic. They're absolutely milking.
it's
Oh, it's huge.
it's losing the core Assassin's Creed fans, but it's bringing in new fans. which they care more about. They don't care about the old frogs. They care about the new frogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mentioned Siege. I think Siege is on my list as well.
Yep.
Siege is on there. I'm sorry. I'm just,
I have
wrapping
on
them all.
here.
Watch Dogs.
I have on
Oh
here.
yeah.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah, I think Watch Dogs is an easy one.
Wait.
Yeah, I think
added
that's due
Brawlhalla.
for a
Really? I was counting that to be kind of dead.
Jyggy.
that
I don't
game's
see
kinda
any
garbage,
of the
is it
stuff
not?
you added.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't see the one you added.
I added Just Dance as well. Are you guys not seeing?
Yeah, I
Just
don't see
Dance?
anything in that top
I
row.
do see
for some
Just
reason.
Dance.
You don't
Rainbow
see
Six
Just
Siege
Dance?
is on the top row.
Maybe I should
do see
refresh.
things in the top row.
I'm confused because I added Just Dance, but then I
Okay,
added Brawlhalla.
hit a refresh, and then it'll work
Okay,
fine.
cool.
Yeah.
So let's take a pause and talk about, in my opinion, I have 2 on here, and we can stay here for a bit or for a second. But so I have Rayman, just in general.
So
Rayman's actually on my list. I was saving it.
I think we will see 0 Rayman, but we will see Rabbids, I think is what we're going to get.
Okay, Doug, question for you. Do you consider Rabbids as part of the Rayman franchise any longer?
I think they are the minions of the universe, and that they have branched off
They have
completely.
transcended.
All right.
I feel
Hey,
like
I
they
think
have
we are gonna
left
get
Rayman
question.
in the dust.
and
we're going to get a crossover with the
follow
Rabbids.
up question, Doug. Why is Rabbid Peach sexier than Princess Peach? Answer that, Doug.
Oh, well,
The Margs
just-
demand answer,
the
Doug.
Margs, I think, are speaking right now. Am I speaking?
Yeah.
Hello, am I speaking with the Margs right now? I think unfortunately someone else did bring up Rayman, but I absolutely think.
No, I was
Oh, I like your
I
picture
think
better.
Rayman is.
I
first
was
one's very good.
saving Rayman because I'm actually very tied to Rayman.
Yeah.
Rayman was actually the first ever video game that I played. My dad played it with me. Played Rayman 2: The Great Escape. It was one of the greatest games I've ever played in my life. I love it. And I just miss that time that I could spend with my dad.
What was the last Rayman game? Was that the Wii U
Rayman
one?
Origins. I believe.
Origins.
Wii U?
Yeah.
I would love to see Rayman again. I would actually love to see Rayman in Smash.
We'll get
That's
there.
like the only old character I want in Smash. Yeah, but Rayman is like my crazy pick for this list.
See,
I think we meant Rayman Legends instead of Rayman Origins, but they're the same game, nerdy.
So we can put hold on, I'm just picking up the forms here, the question form, and then also the whoops, go, guys, and put in your questions, put in your suggestions here for the Ubisoft the Ubisoft press conference here. What you guys think? Any suggestions that we have here would be really great. Anything that you want, but I don't think that we're gonna see both Rayman and Rabbids.
Yeah, so don't put it in
But
the
they-
same row or column.
Yeah,
No
they
way.
could both be on the
Yeah.
on the bingo board though.
Yeah.
I think no. I think they are separate.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
far as the bingo, yeah, they're separate. As far as the bingo goes, I'm cynical and I don't think we'll get Rayman at all, but definitely put it on the card.
Yeah.
I think he deserves a spot on the card. I don't think we'll get him, but weirdly, I think the Rabbids have taken his place, but I do think for years he was Ubisoft's mascot. So I feel weird not including him at all. He has to be.
Oh yeah, he used to be the mascot, and now it's the
Yeah.
Rabbids.
I feel like the Rabbids
That's
have
true.
just taken because of popularity, and it's one of those things where they're popular with kids, and of course, you know, including the Mario game that came out, which I actually will fight to the ends of the days about that game because the sheer passion the developers had for making
Game's good.
a Mario turn-based game that also included the Rabbids was just really fun.
Yeah.
The only other thing I have on my list here for Ubisoft, because you
You don't
already
need to
got-
argue that with anyone. That's not a bad take. That's just
Is-
the take.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
half.
great game. People like it.
It's a good game. People like it. That's why they made the DLC.
What else do you have on your
What's your
list?
final thing?
the
Jiggy?
only other thing I have on here is Prince of Persia Remake.
Yep, Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake. I think
Yeah.
is.
Oh,
an easy one.
you're forgetting the big boy.
What's the big boy? What am I thinking? I already have Just Dance on there. What are you talking about?
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh
is
my
on
God.
the list.
That's on my list.
To be for good.
Yeah. Okay.
It says,
All right,
"Beyond
I-
Good and
talk
Evil
about
2
Beyond
news,
Good and
please.
Evil.
I
So
am
excited
begging.
for this game.
I am
Talk about
begging
it.
for news. Anything.
It's rumored to come out 2022. We haven't seen anything for over a year. It's time. Gameplay, story trailer, everything.
Anything.
Let's go.
Anything.
I'm with
need
it. I'm with it. I'm with it. I have a couple more things on my list here.
Okay.
A new Trials game.
Ooh.
I did have
You
trials.
Mean, you mean bike game?
Like
yeah,
game,
the bike
yeah.
game.
Okay.
Gotta
game.
hit my little bell to plowing on the haters.
Okay. I when I think of Ubisoft, it's hard because Ubisoft, besides Just Dance, does not really have any free things. Like when you think
they really don't. Did you put Watch Dogs down there?
I did not.
We definitely
Watch
said
Dogs
Watch
is-
Dogs.
It's written. It's just it's
It's
not
written.
imaged.
It's written,
yet.
and I can't say it's all blocky.
Yeah. Watch
We've
Dogs.
got
fine.
we've got
What
letters, but not
what do you think would come
pictures.
out of Watch Dogs though? I mean, right now we're just naming franchises. That's the big thing is like yes, that's Wash Dogs is the real game that I want. I want Wash Dogs.
Oh my god.
That's how it is. We
I
definitely
don't know.
Yeah.
You see, this is my issue with Ubisoft. It's because they're like Sega now. You don't know what they're gonna put out besides their franchises because it's the weirdest things in the world. You know, like we could put new IPs all across the board, but
Didn't-
that's
didn't they
lame.
have
How
a
do we
pirate
how do we
game?
feel about
What?
Didn't they announce like a pirate game a long time ago? That
Oh, one thing too. You didn't let me finish. I
Oh,
think
sorry.
Gods and Monsters or Immortals Phoenix Rising. I think that will get like a sequel.
wait, didn't it just come out like a month ago?
Came out like last year, bro.
Oh, how do we
Phoenix
feel-
Rising? The Breath of the
how do we
Wild
feel about
clone?
this? How do you feel about this guy? You think he's coming back?
What
And-
guy?
and- oh.
Oh, you can't see it. Splinter Cell.
Whoa! Doug
Sam
pulling out
Fisher.
the Xbox titles.
What do you think? What do you think?
I
I
don't-
like it.
I like it.
It's
I'm
been
with
a
it. I'm
long
with it.
time.
That would be a left field, but I'd be down. I'd be down for Splinter Cell.
I'm not expecting it. The only thing I think we might ever get
No.
is Sam Fisher in something else, and no Splinter Cell game.
Oh, we're
okay.
putting Watch Dogs back on.
Dude, Watch Dogs.
it's,
dude.
it's already there.
I can't
It's
get rid of
huge.
it.
I love.
Get outta here.
Leave it. I love Watch Dogs.
Get out of here.
I mean, yeah, like, oh, that's weird. I see what
There.
you're saying. I cannot see the D line of.
yeah, hit a refresh and it should work.
Okay, word up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that's the thing. It's just all like for me, like all this stuff is just like going to be recycled the same thing like over and over. Just their big franchises because that's like
yeah, exactly. Like, what
that's
about
all
this?
Ubisoft has, and I can't name all of them. I can name Ghost Recon.
Yeah, you can throw
I
up
can
there.
name
Dude,
the Division.
The Division was a flop on the most recent one.
The Division was
Division 2.
the Division 1 was great. I actually liked it. Division 2 was
I'm
terrible.
gonna just put here. I'm gonna put that we're going to get, and this is we have 2 Tom Clancy titles on here right now, but I'm
You can put
literally
Ghost Recon too, though.
wait.
I literally have on my
We have
thing.
3
I
Tom
think
Clancy
a third
titles.
one might be announced. A brand new Tom Clancy.
That was my
might be
thing.
We
announced.
Was
have
I was thinking
3
like
Tom
if
Clancy
we just
things.
get just some sort of Tom Clancy thing that's new, that they're gonna we will see the word Tom Clancy. So there he is. There's Tom Clancy, and
The
we're
Clancy Cinematic Universe.
we're gonna see him. We're
I
gonna
just
see
sneezed
it.
because I'm allergic to Tom Clancy.
Do you want to replace the Division with Tom? Over here?
No. We can leave the Division because knowing Ubisoft,
No,
they might
this
pull out
is
some
for a new Tom Clancy.
Another Tom. Oh, I love that.
yeah.
I love that we came to this agreement already.
Yeah, like we're gonna leave Tom Clancy to Division because I have a feeling they could pull anything out. But we're putting just Tom Clancy, some sort of video game on there.
All right.
Because
And all the Clancys are in different columns, rows, and diagonals, so we're good.
Yes.
Here's the hard thing, though. We still have like so many boxes to fill, and I feel as though we've already emptied our Ubisoft.
Yeah, well,
box.
I've got more.
So
I
now,
got
You got
more.
more? Okay,
so
great.
I got
now
more.
we can do like things that will happen during the press conference, though.
Like
Oh,
guaranteed.
of course.
Like
Dance
guaranteed.
number. We've
So
already
I-
said it. Dance number.
You,
Well,
Slap
you
a
think,
there's
panda
also
with-
even with a
Brawlhalla
even with a
is a
digital,
thing,
you think
right?
that they'll do a
Wait,
dance
that's not Ubisoft.
Isn't it?
Wait, which one?
Yeah, Brawlhalla is Ubisoft.
No way.
Yeah, boy.
Really?
I would have put Brawlhalla up there if I had known.
Yeah, we're putting it. I gotta find the paste button. There it is, Brawlhalla. We're getting
Yeah.
it. Something's happening. It's gonna be an expansion. It's gonna be.
I refreshed and now
character or
all of
something?
my images are broken.
They
Really?
look fine to me.
They'll come back. They'll come back.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So like it's weird because
Fuck
like
me.
so whenever
Wait,
I
it's
think like
not
Microsoft.
Ubisoft.
What?
Brawlhalla is not Ubisoft.
It's literally. I just had the Wikipedia page open and it said so.
Oh nope. I'm sorry. They bought Blue Mammoth Games. I
They
apologize. You
publish
are
it. They
correct.
publish it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm with
Um,
you now.
they
I
don't develop.
apologize.
I'm gonna
They
put.
buy
I'm gonna
that.
put. I'm gonna put down here.
I'm a disgusting boy. I'm so
studio-
sorry, Doug.
Studio acquisition. Because Ubisoft likes to
Ooh.
buy studios, not as much as EA does, but
What's this?
I feel
Pretty.
like we see studio acquisition 3 times during Microsoft's. That's just. I'm
Yeah.
a little ahead, but
yeah, but
I-
so
We'll-
you,
we'll-
you don't think
we'll-
you don't think that you
We
that,
will cross that bridge when we
do
come
you
Splinter
think,
to
Cell
it.
image
do you
broke
think
for me.
Ubisoft will say we buy buy whatever company? You don't think so, or what?
I could see it. We bought 5 indie developers.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is. I'm thinking
Yeah.
like studio acquisition. I got this one. I got this one here. This is Ubisoft's favorite thing in the world. Nintendo exclusive.
Oh, that's
I'm
a good
breaking it.
thing.
What did I do?
But, yeah.
I broke something.
Do you think we'll get Mario Rabbids 2?
Ooh,
Oh,
I would
interesting.
love it.
Is that crazy?
Would you put that
Like,
separate than my rabbit one? I think I would put that separate.
Yes. It's almost the same thing, but like I feel like the Rabbids are due for like their
Yeah.
own game because like
Speaking-
they have had those.
Speaking of, well, here, let me. Whoa, hello. Okay.
Oh
So,
Jesus!
That's
Ubisoft is the king of we're going to make Nintendo exclusive content, and then like a year later, no, they release it everywhere else.
Well, how
So-
do we feel
Well-
about exclusive content pushing Ubisoft Connect, their Steam thing that isn't very good,
You mean
Oh,
their
yeah.
store?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They're-
exclusively?
Yeah. Oh
on
no! Wait.
Ubi
Here's a
Connect.
good one. Here's a good one. Free game on Ubi Connect. Last year they gave away Watch Dogs 2 for free during the event.
Okay. Yeah,
Like
we got-
I do think while yes it will cross that by announcing Mario plus Rabbids 2, it will cross off Rabbids. I do think it's worthy of having its own square
I do too.
because like that game it's Mario, you know?
Yeah.
No, I get you. We have what 5 more slots that we have to fill.
So
Um,
I've got a couple more.
Cool.
They're
Great.
For Honor. For Honor is a thing that they do.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
My god.
I totally forgot about
Yeah.
that game.
For Honor could definitely go on there. I think that they'll either do like an expansion or something. It's their thing. They like it.
By the way, for all of
Silly.
you audio listeners, if you go to twitter.com and you do hashtag BB or oh my gosh, not BB
Well.
hashtag MW for oh my god, why can't I never get this one? MW TB. You can see our bingo cards. Feel free to use them. Hopefully everybody in the chat will use our bingo cards, and we'll be pumping them out there. I totally forgot For Honor was a video game.
Well, then you are going to be excited to forget about this one as well. Boom. Starlink Battle for Atlas.
Is that the
Oh, I
one with
thought
Star
that one
Fox
was
in it?
dead.
That's the one with Star Fox in it, right?
Is
I'm
that all
sorry.
the way out?
I think that's dead.
Oh, maybe that's dead.
Are they still making?
Never mind. Just
that?
kidding. That is the one with Star Fox in it, but no, I think they released actually a version of that had all of the
we
gubbins
can
with it. Even
we can
the
put it
Amiibo
on,
exclusive
but
stuff.
like,
No, I don't think it's getting anything. I didn't realize
well,
it was
yeah,
dead.
but like we just fucking kill it.
We killed it. It was us. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, anything. The Crew could come back. Did anyone play The
how about we just
Crew?
put
Was that the
racing
car
game?
game?
Give me, yeah,
Car
let's
game.
just let's throw car game up there. That's my.
I think car game's the free spot on a bunch of these boards.
Yeah,
It's
like
about to be.
car game is the one that is gonna
Vroom,
be
vroom.
free.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about mobile games? Mobile games could be a free
Yeah.
spot.
Do they
I
do
think, as
do they
well.
do mobile games?
Not yet, but I bet they do a rabbits one.
They probably want to.
Yeah, let's put iPhone game on there.
I don't think they'll do a Rabbids one. I think you're discounting the Rabbids too much.
I'm not discounting the rabbits. I'm just saying that it's a franchise they know they can make $1 million billion off of, and why wouldn't they put it on iPhone? We got two more. Oh, this is hard.
Hold on, I've been really enjoying Doug's deep dives because like
I might
yeah.
I might have another.
okay,
I might have another. Allow me to link this IGN article in our respective chats.
Okay.
There is an Avatar video game that got pushed back. And not that Avatar. No, it is the James Cameron Blue
Oh,
People
no.
Avatar
No
video
freaking
game.
way.
oh
God.
no,
Oh, put it on there. I want it on there. It's going on there.
oh no,
I'm looking for a picture of a blue person now.
Dude, yes.
I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Yes.
So that's a thing.
And
no.
let's give them another free one. Ubisoft's big boy, the president is British, right?
Isn't it a French company?
Or is he French? I was
I
gonna
thought
say
it was like
French
French
company, I don't know.
Canadian.
I was gonna say fun accents, but that was just my free one. Fun
I
accents.
didn't want to be like xenophobic, but I was thinking maybe like a French translator or something might be in the mix. But I don't know if that's like
Well, I was just
a
thinking
bad
fun
thing to
accents
say.
because accents are all funny. Like American accents are funny. Everybody's accent is funny. I just figured that we could
I don't want
throw
to put accent on the bingo
Okay,
board. I want to keep the bingo board pure.
pure as we have car game on there. As we have car game on there, Scoot.
Oh, we
Well,
ran
I
out
mean,
of stuff.
card game's not
Ubisoft's not
crazy.
everyone's like
Yeah,
favorite.
Ubisoft's a small one.
Everyone wants a slice of the car game pie.
How
Yeah.
about Ubisoft trying to get into the VR game?
Ooh.
Okay.
You
VR.
think of VR Assassin's Creed or do we have Assassin's Creed on here in general? We have Valhalla.
We do.
We have
Okay.
Brawlhalla.
I did have an attempt to be Fortnite, so maybe they'll make like a battle royale game as well as a possibility.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
wait, I said Hyperscape, and Hyperscape's not on there.
Oh, Hyperscape.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know what that is.
Yeah,
we'll
That's
add-
their
we'll
battle
add that one.
royale.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Yeah.
they do have a battle royale. All right.
Yeah, it was big on Twitch for
Beautiful.
a day.
Okay, we got one more. Well,
Oh, that's
I
it.
promise,
No, we're done.
Chad. I think the next ones are gonna be easier for us.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Oh my,
This
easy.
one- I think this one's the
Agreed.
hardest one, to be honest.
All right.
I thought, yeah, no,
Well,
we're
the
full. We're
hardest
filled.
one we
Clip
ended
it
up
and ship
cutting.
We did it. Click
Wait,
it and ship it.
what's the top right one? Do we not have that one yet?
Trials.
Trials.
That's
Oh,
trials.
you added
Sorry, I moved that
okay.
out of the way because I
That's
didn't
it.
want. I wanted a freebie in each like column or something.
Yeah. So I think
All
that
right,
this
yeah.
is it. This is good. I mean, is there any other thing that you guys want to talk about when it comes to Ubisoft? Is there one of these things that you guys specifically really are looking forward to and are hoping to play? Because like when I guess
Beyond
I
Good
can
and
kinda
Evil.
start here. Or I'll
Beyond
kinda-
Good and Evil.
Please.
I'll kind of start here.
I need it.
In my mind, out of any Ubisoft game, usually I'm very meh about them. Very much, I'm just like I don't get me wrong. I used to play a lot of Siege, had a good time with it. Mario Rabbids was fun, but I did not beat it. So it's one of those things where I don't really know if there's like a specific game that I would like actually pop off if they announced. Maybe a Rayman if it was more traditional and had fun and was good. And I've never played Beyond Good and Evil, so I can't really.
It's so good. You need to play it. Play
Here-
it on stream
Yeah.
sometime.
Oh, it's very good.
Here's my thought about Ubisoft for the most part. I see 3 games on here that are the same, just with different rules. Like Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, and Watch Dogs, in my opinion, play the same, feel almost identical to one another. I stopped caring about Ubisoft a while ago. I think Far Cry is fun because their writing has always been like just amazing for their villains. And I love a good villain. I love Voss, but I don't care. I do not care about Ubisoft. I'll watch this, but I will not care.
Yeah, I'm watching it pretty much exclusively for Beyond Good and Evil.
I've heard Beyond Good and Evil is the thing to watch for, but I've never played. I should play the original.
The original is very good, and
There's an
this one has been
HD
in the works
remaster
for
on Steam, I
a
think.
decade.
Yeah, it's literally been over a decade.
Wow.
I need it.
Okay. Doug, you got anything?
We pretty much the ones that we didn't really touch on was just like me struggling to find things like just Writers Republic, Skull and Bones, just titles that I heard existing, but I don't know anything about them.
No, we don't need to talk about those.
Yeah, so
Cool.
I think this is a great job we did.
I thought we did
I'm
a good
excited.
job.
Cool.
All right.
On to
Screen
Xbox.
cap it.
Screen cap
Yeah.
it. We're gonna export this for you guys, and you'll be able to follow along when the shows happen with us. I know I will be using this one, which is great because you guys saved me the thing of finding a bingo card. So all right, are we ready to move on to the next one?
Absolutely.
Xbox
All right.
Bethesda.
Xbox. All right, can I just get this one out of the way and then let TB talk
Let
about
me
it?
just go ahead. Let me just
There it
go
is.
ahead
I
and
just-
copy
I
the
finished
card
it.
from the
I
last
did- I
Halo,
one.
did it.
yeah.
No, we're
Halo,
starting with
yes.
this one. We're starting with this one.
Got to.
Master
have to.
Chief.
We'll talk about cars in a second here, but TB
Yeah, all right.
and I think Doug, you're a big Halo fan too, aren't you?
I'm a big Halo dude.
Yeah, I like Halo.
I think
Let's
everyone's
go
here is a
Halo.
big Halo fan, but me because I've never played it.
Halo's my main thing. I love Halo.
other than a little bit of Halo 3, but
There we go. Perfect placement.
yeah. So tell me, what is this, Halo 6?
Halo Infinite.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are we
Hopefully
expecting?
not
What are you guys
Infinite
excited
as
about?
in development time. It's been pushed back a lot. It's been delayed a few times.
Yeah.
It's like open world, I think. I don't know. I
That
fell
was their
off Halo.
idea. I like the idea of it being open world. I think that's smart. I think that's the natural progression for it.
Yeah.
I love Halo, but you know what they showed off at the Xbox Series X reveal, it's not up to snuff.
Mhm.
It's just not. They had to delay it to make because like Reach looked better. That's a problem. I think they
Reach
really
is
shot
goated,
themselves in the
though.
foot.
You literally can't beat Reach. Reach is goated.
Reach was the one I played multiplayer on. Scoot,
I think this one will be pretty easy for us. Yes.
what are you thinking? Do you think that Halo?
Starlink.
Do you think that Halo Infinite will be better than 5 Guardians or whatever the last one was?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that's not really saying much though. That's just saying.
Yeah,
like,
that's not
Halo
hard to
Infinite's gonna show up.
Yeah.
Halo's good. I think Halo's an easy.
Halo's an easy one. I
Yeah.
think one that should be easy, but I don't think is easy. I think it's like we still don't know, is Bethesda's game Starlink.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay, so you want to
Starfield?
Starfield.
do you want to
I thought
Starlink
it
was
was Starlink.
Ubisoft.
Yeah.
do you
I'm sorry,
wanna,
Starfield. Yes, you're right. Starfield. I apologize.
do you want to dive into these first, or do you want to first get away some free ones? Do we want to?
We can just well, I think
Car on stage.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
Car
think-
on stage.
Car on stage is the
throw car on stage. All right.
yeah
Yeah, that's
Car
easy.
on stage. Let's get also blazer t-shirt jeans combo going on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yup. Yup. I'm gonna get.
I think that deserves a spot.
Absolutely.
the other.
Celebrity cameo.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
So
Yup.
a celebrity. Yep.
I'm gonna get this one. This one's pretty easy. I'm sorry, I have to just get it right
Dude,
here.
what if it's Willem Dafoe?
I think it's Tom Cruise.
Oh, maybe it's Tom Cruise in like his bald makeup from Tropic Thunder.
We gotta get
Why
Todd.
Tom
Podcasting like we
Cruise,
did that
though?
one time.
Yep. So Todd is a free
Todd.
space. Todd.
Todd
Oh,
the God
true.
Howard. Yeah, replace the X with
God
Todd, I
Howard's
think.
gotta show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Todd Howard, just replace the Xbox with it. Todd will be there. We'll put him over here.
Todd Howard has to be there.
There's
Dude,
no way
I
he won't be.
guarantee you this was like part of the deal in the buyout of
Yeah.
Xbox and Bethesda. He's like, you can't call it just the Xbox event. It's the Xbox / Bethesda event. And
Yeah.
I get to be there on stage and I get to talk about the game. I guarantee you that was part of the sale.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's just part of how it is. Forza,
Another freebie. They're gonna pump the shit out of Game Pass.
Yep, I've got that on my
Game
list.
Pass, yeah. Game Pass.
Pass. Oh man.
Absolutely, they're going to do that. There's going to be a whole montage of what you get if
Yep.
you subscribe to Game Pass.
I honestly think we're going to start seeing more and more day one Game Pass games.
Yeah.
We've already been seeing it this year a lot. We literally saw it with a game on Game Pass day one that's made by PlayStation Studios.
That's nuts.
And that's on Game Pass
Wild.
for free. And I had to spend $60 to play it on PlayStation.
That's nutty. I'm gonna put this
Crazy.
right.
Yeah,
Also free.
Forza's free. You can
the
give
Forza,
freest
yeah.
of all time.
Well, don't put it next to Car on Stage. I think those will
It's
go.
a little too on the nose, Jyggy 11.
Yeah, that's
We'll
a
put
free
it-
row. We don't do free
We'll put it
rows
right
around
there.
here.
We'll put it right
There
there.
we go.
All
All right, I've got one that I think might be pretty free.
Yeah.
We got Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Wolfenstein.
a huge wolf. This was a mistake.
Wolfenstein, I think, is good. Starfield, yep.
See, I don't. Is Starfield the one that's Bethesda? Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
Starfield is Bethesda.
do you?
Starfield is the thing they're holding
Ruin
off.
this wolf.
They're
I
holding
love
off
it.
Elder Scrolls 6 in favor of Starfield.
Do you think we're
Yeah,
actually
they want to
gonna
get their
see
new
it,
IP
though?
out. What?
Yeah.
Do you think we're actually gonna see it though?
I think
Yeah.
we will see something.
I think we'll get a release date for Starfield.
Last year, last E3, we got a title card.
Yeah.
This year, I think we'll get a little music
For Elder Scrolls?
Whoa.
for Starfield.
Oh, for Starfield.
That's nuts. dude.
Starfield, yeah.
I think
okay.
they'll show something of Elder Scrolls 6.
I think that we'll also
See,
see something
okay.
of Elder Scrolls 6.
But here's my question for Elder Scrolls 6. Would they dare show Elder Scrolls when
Oh, you already have
they
Starfield.
absolutely could totally like take down Starfield, like undermine it entirely?
I think
Like when they had
it's
just
tough.
JPEGs, who
no.
cares? But now if they have say a full on trailer,
okay, hold on. I think what it will be. I think if Elder Scrolls 6 was to appear, we would get Starfield like a full trailer. And then we would get a similar like opening shot of Elder Scrolls 6 and it would literally just be now in development.
oh no, another JPEG.
Another JPEG.
Okay.
Because that's what they did for Kingdom Hearts 3, actually. Final Fantasy 15 released, and then we got Sora on a beach picking up Master Ericus's Keyblade, and it just hit us with Kingdom Hearts 3 now in development.
Yes.
All right. But
Minecraft!
What about
Yep.
Minecraft?
100%.
How do we feel
Minecraft's
about
easy. Minecraft's free,
Minecraft.
of course.
Minecraft's free. What else? There's a couple. It's hard because both these
spread out the
companies.
free.
Guys, I
used
don't know if you guys did, but I got a DM from some idiot asking me to play Minecraft on June 11th, and I'm just annoyed about it. I'm already like seething with rage.
What? Aren't you a captain for that?
I'm a captain.
Yeah.
You made me a captain?
Yeah.
Oh, Fable. Now, there's
They
a
already
name.
announced
done.
it, dude.
Yeah.
There's no
They
way
already
we don't
announced
see
Fable. We're
anything.
definitely seeing some Fable.
All right.
They
I'm
announced
trying
it.
to
Now.
laugh. I'm gonna try to make a bit, and you guys are just rushing this card. You guys are
Sorry.
No,
speedrunning this
that
episode.
was
love
the
it.
first thing I
No,
thought
it's
of.
so big.
This one we
You're
got a
going
lot
years
going
again.
on
Oh my
here.
god.
Double Fine.
All right,
Double
I
Fine.
I
Yes.
think we're gonna get Double Fine, but we're not gonna get Psychonauts 2. Is my hard read on this one.
No,
You
we
think
will
they're gonna
absolutely get.
withhold
we
it
will
still?
absolutely get Psychonauts 2. Are
You
you
think
kidding me?
You think they're gonna
No.
withhold it?
Let
again?
me tell you, guys. Dougie, you seem like a sweet kid. You
I've
really
been
do.
hurt before.
Dougie, you're missing the idea. You're missing the idea. Double Fine. Who's in Psychonauts 2? Jack Black. Who has a YouTube channel that's popular with gamers? Jack Black. Who is a singer and can provide a musical guest appearance? Tenacious D, which is owned by Jack Black. What is Jack Black? A random celebrity. Boom.
Okay. We need to spread those out, you're saying.
I could see it.
All right. How do we feel about another Funko Pop mess? With Gears of War.
I think the better way to phrase that is another mobile game mess. But yes.
I think
Xbox
it may
have
not be
stakes in Funko, like Funko Pop?
But here's the thing, I actually love that game. I have played that game a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I like that game. It's fun. It's like magic.
It's interesting. Ooh. Yeah.
I think we get a Doom Eternal DLC.
Okay.
I thought we were done with DLC. We got 2 and that's it.
Did they already put them out?
Yeah, they put 2 DLCs out already. I don't think we'll get Doom.
For Doom Eternal?
Yeah.
Oh.
You killed the King of Satan. The king of Hell.
The King of Satan.
You already killed him. He's already dead.
It's so hard because the fact that these
I think we still see Doom.
Both of these companies usually have press conferences. So, I mean, obviously you can throw in there Microsoft buys another studio.
Can I tell you a crazy thing that I think will be announced?
No, I already have that on the list. Microsoft acquires 14 new companies.
Oh, okay.
Guys, can we slow down this list? Because this one we got filled out really quickly.
This one was easy, dude. We were rocking.
Yeah, we're having trouble actually.
This one's easy. I agree. But I think I want to put something on here that's like a little crazy, a little fun, a little fun to think about, a little fun to talk about. Boys, I love the wasteland. I love walking around and shooting things with my radioactive dogs, my radioactive behemoths. I love it. Putting on my Vault Tech armor. It's sublime.
Let's get a mobile game for it.
No.
Yeah.
Stupid, ugly idiot. No, but what do I love doing in the wasteland more than anything? I love delivering mail. Fallout New Vegas HD remaster.
Ooh, that's wild.
I like this.
I like it.
I can dream, but here's the thing: is it would be a different company.
If you just let me finish, you would have liked it, but you kept trying.
But here's the thing: it would have to be made by a different company because what's his name?
Obsidian did it.
Obsidian Xbox hates Obsidian now because Obsidian broke off.
I don't think they care.
And they made their own Fallout game.
Do it.
I think they'll do it. You put that one on top of Gears of War.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll refresh then. I didn't realize.
Obsidian literally made Todd Howard make that face. You know.
I feel like they've been hinting at a New Vegas remake for so long. It just makes sense at this point.
I mean, I'd love that. Fallout New Vegas is my favorite Fallout game of all time. You know.
It's
all right.
It's the best one.
I have something kind of wacky and out there. You ready for this?
I'm with the wacky. Give us some wacky, TB.
Persona 4 Golden.
Just in general, like a remaster?
On Xbox. They put it to PC. They're putting it to Xbox now.
Okay.
Can we go even wackier, TB, just for a moment?
Atlas partners with Xbox.
Can we go
That'd be wild.
We go TB? I love where your head's at. I love where it's at. I want to go a smidge wackier.
Okay, let's hear it.
Persona 5 Royal plus Persona 5 Strikers.
No.
I don't know.
I could see Persona 5 Strikers, but they're not getting Royal right now. Persona 5
they had a year exclusivity with PlayStation. That's over. That's done.
Yeah.
Atlas is weird.
Listen,
they're a weird company.
Persona 4 Golden is great, but I can't see them working that hard to put it on Xbox. I don't think they want. That's too much work for a $20 game, in my opinion. They want to sell a $60 game. They can still sell Persona 5 Royal for $60. They can still sell Strikers for $60. And it's already on Strikers at least is already on Switch. We could at least get Strikers. I think we'll see Persona 5. I think we're seeing
Strikers
Persona
is
5
on PC as well.
Yes, and it's on PC as well. I think we're getting both games on Xbox and Switch. Strikers is already on Switch. Runs great, looks great. I think we're getting 5 on Switch as well. That's on my Nintendo list as well.
Yeah.
But seeing you get wacky like this, putting Persona 4 Golden like a 10-year-old game. No, get it away. Ew, age, old, gross. Give me the
Still
young
an incredible game.
Still a great game.
You guys are going a little wacky here. You got yourselves. I don't think we're gonna see Persona at all during the Microsoft conference. But no, you can leave it, TV, because I get it. I'm gonna be a little bit more just generic here, where I'm gonna say we're gonna see something from Rare. Whether that be Sea of Thieves stuff,
I got Rare,
or not Banjo.
Yeah, I think Sea of Thieves will be on there.
I got Rare
from
on there.
Rare. I don't know if it's Sea of Thieves.
Okay.
I don't know, but I'm thinking something from Rare.
Can we do it? I think it would be better. Could we do Sea of Thieves separately?
Sure.
And this Rare is legit like a new game, because
Sure.
I don't want to put down Rare as you know what I'm saying.
Sea of Thieves company.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I have something else wacky.
Okay.
Oh, I love the wacky TV. Give me that wacky tobacco.
I think it's coming back.
is that?
Scalebound.
I don't even know what that is.
What is that?
Dragon game.
TV
A
just
dragon game?
Google Dragon game and that come up.
It got canceled like 2 years ago, but I think it's making a comeback this year.
Why? Just because you wanted to?
No, it was really hyped when it was revealed before, but it was canceled because it was made by Platinum Games, scheduled to be released in 2017, and then it got delayed and then canceled.
Okay.
It's wacky.
It's wacky.
Yeah, it was very mismanaged.
I've never heard of this before, TB.
Yeah, same.
Literally never.
TV, I loved the Persona 4 wacky. I don't know what you did to find out about Scalebound.
Yeah, I think Microsoft will acquire the rights to it and just take over the project, because it was worked on.
There.
No, it was
Do you
by
think
Platinum
people care
Games,
about
which
it?
they owned.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sick.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to hit you with this. How do you feel about Microsoft Flight Simulator?
But we
New
just
planes.
got that. But
New planes.
New maps. You can fly through Mars.
New maps. Fly through Among Us.
Oh my gosh. Fly through Mars, something Microsoft Space
Whoa, guys,
Simulator.
I don't know about you, but that plane's acting a little sus.
Oh my god, an Among Us mod.
Among
How cool would that
Us.
be? I'm not married to the idea. We can get rid
Dude,
of
you
it.
know what's crazy?
No. It's something that I could see them
Wait,
doing.
wait. You know what I think? You know what I think we're getting? Genuinely,
What?
because I don't think we have it yet, but I think they'll announce it at E3, thinking that this is still relevant and cool.
What?
Among Us character skins for Xbox.
Probably.
Oh, so you think? Okay, well, but let's
For
take a
Xbox
pause.
avatars.
Let's take a pause here. Do we think that Among Us will show up at any? I'm talking all of any
Yes.
event.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had put it on the PC game show before we axed that for not having enough stuff.
Yeah.
They have the 14. They have the 15. They have the 15 player update coming out soon. So yes, I do.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
I think Among Us Master Chief helmet skin.
Yeah. True. I could see it.
for Among Us. That's what I think. Like
I have one here.
PlayStation's getting Ratchet and Clank. This only makes sense. I'm sorry to cut you off there.
I have
Doug.
one
Please
here
continue.
that is just. I expect that they will announce some new hardware and go into way too much detail about like its capabilities.
So you're
I think
thinking
that's something that they do every
hardware?
time.
You think they're announcing new hardware this early after the
They're
release
gonna
of
make
other
something,
hardware?
maybe even like an accessory that costs. I also have $150 or more accessory, like maybe an elite controller or something.
Last E3 they did a good 15-minute chunk, which I thought was really cool.
They're like,
but
we
also,
got teraflops. We got so many teraflops, and everyone was like,
I was
"Who
talking
cares?"
about at 2019, Microsoft went into like a 15-minute segment based on they had the special needs controller, which I thought was really cool. But does that count
I
as your
actually think
hardware?
that's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was so
I don't
cool.
know.
But it was one of those things where I didn't know if that was what you meant by hardware.
Well, yeah, if we don't expect hardware, like every time they do announce hardware, they just go into incredibly too much like detail. But if we
They
don't
don't do
expect
as
hardware,
they're
let's
not as
do it.
bad as Sony though. Sony will talk. We'll spend a 45-minute press conference talking about the hard drive. You know,
Gross.
Yeah.
so,
Man,
yeah,
that's so boring to me. Show me games.
yeah.
What about timed exclusivity? I think that's another free.
Yeah, I feel that's fair.
Two more here. We have Game Pass on there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down to I'm down for
That's pretty
that.
good.
Yeah,
That's
I'm down
pretty
for
good.
that.
Yeah, the only other things
it's
they
gonna
have.
happen because people that aren't in the know still think Among Us is relevant,
Yeah.
and it's just not relevant.
Yeah.
Hmm.
only other
I
two
hope
things
it
I can
becomes
think
relevant
of-
again. I think I actually do think the 15-player update will drastically change the game and make it fresh again.
I don't think it'll revive it though.
It will never revive its height that it was because Sykkuno, disguised Toast and Valkyrie, shot Among Us in the ground.
They literally just
upload a video called "The Last Ever Among Us Game." I'm like, guys, he's already dead. Why'd you have to do it to him?
Oof.
Oh wait, you guys
put
never put down blazer, t-shirt, jeans.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. It's at the bottom right.
Bottom row.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, bottom right.
Yeah, we don't have
I'm happy with
Dishonored.
this.
We don't have Dishonored on here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't.
That's a
put
Bethesda.
Dishonored
That's a
on here,
Bethesda
honestly.
game, isn't it? We don't
Yeah,
have
that
a
is
lot of
Bethesda,
Bethesda
yeah.
here.
We could swap out Doom for Dishonored. I think it.
When was the last time
That
Dishonored?
might be.
When was Dishonored 2? 20.
A while ago.
It was
Okay.
before Doom Eternal.
Okay, yeah, I could see them doing Dishonored.
And they probably will have some kind of indie montage as well. But
yeah,
that's
I
probably not
was
important.
waiting to see if you guys wanted to include indie montage. That's something that I guarantee you that Nintendo will have. So, you know, it's one of those things where didn't know if you know.
All right, so Doom.
I think we have some wild ones. You know? I think we have some wild
We have
ones.
some cool ones. I like it.
Yeah.
Dishonored.
I
I
do
love
too.
it.
Dishonored.
Dishonored.
You know? And make sure, guys, once again, if you're just joining us here at Margs with the Boys, we are going through all of the E3 press conferences that are happening this year, making bingo cards for you guys, and also discussing what we think might happen. And, yeah, cool. All right, so are you happy with this? I think are we missing one right here, or am I just not seeing it?
You're just not
that is
seeing
the
Let's
that's
see.
the boat
Cool.
boat game.
Yeah. So are you is everybody happy with this?
Yeah.
I like it. It's pretty wacky, and I'm here for that.
I think so too. I think it's a little wacky, and I think there's a lot that's definitely gonna happen. But yeah. Cool. All right.
I think 14. I think if they just make an announcement of any number of companies, we'll count it as 14.
So here's my next thing here. Here's my next thing. We're moving over to Square Enix here.
I'm so excited.
You ready
I'm so
for this?
excited. I love
this is
it.
But before we do that, is there any last final says with Microsoft, Microsoft Bethesda? Do we have any thoughts of what we think this is going to be like? This dual dynamic? Do you think that they're going to do one hour another, or do you think they're just going to intersperse?
I think that it'll be sprinkled in together because they are one and the same now.
Do you think there's going to be more or less content put together? Because I
think there will be more content because a lot of Xbox was a lot of fluff. Now they also have to take into account there's Bethesda, which, also a lot of fluff in Bethesda's announced E3 as well. Like I think any of the smaller companies that aren't the big three, they have to really stretch to like reach their like time that they have personally. But yeah, that's my thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be dense,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Very dense.
All right, here we go. You guys ready? Scoot, I know that you've been ready for this one. Square.
Oh my
Enix.
goodness. I'm looking in our amazing Twitch chat. Guys, we're live both on twitch.tv/Jyggy11 and twitch.tv/Duggernaut. So if you want to watch live, come here Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have so much Square content that is coming out that we are all excited for. First things first, we have to focus on, I know Jyggy, I hate that I looked over and I saw Jyggy shake his head. I hate that I saw that. I hate you. God, I'm mad now.
No. There's some Square stuff I'm excited about. I'm not.
That's the wrong thing.
I'm not going to I'm not going to crap on Square Enix. I know that they
16. Yep. Let me just check that off my list.
First off, Final Fantasy 16. That's like, they announced it at the PlayStation event.
Wait, hold on. They're making
What?
Final Fantasy 16 rather than
Yes.
boy.
Final Fantasy 7, the second one.
So
They're doing
okay,
that too.
okay.
That's
So
the other
Square
freebie.
Enix is now giant. Square Enix is quickly becoming from an indie studio to like a big AAA studio.
Okay.
There's going to be I am literally only talking about right now 3 just Final Fantasy games. So Final Fantasy 16, obviously. Final Fantasy 7 Remake 2. Again, like another game, someone can move these if they so choose.
And then this. Fuck.
What?
No, the PG-13.
The Black Bugs.
Have you heard of
Have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMO Final Fantasy 14, which is a free trial that lets you play all the way to level 60 and includes a Realm Reborn and Heavensward DLC?
Dude,
Just do
honestly,
quick
TB,
and then
I'm
face
glad you remember
values
that because I forgot. But recently, the team that has been working on
No, we go to
those-
Black Bugs.
those Hyrule Warriors and whatnot, they're making a Final Fantasy game and they're calling it Final Fantasy Origin. I'm kind of excited about that. I'm excited to hear about it,
Wait, what is that?
and it's really cool. So instantly, right off the bat, we have Final Fantasy 16, which is really exciting because the guy who actually works on Final Fantasy 14, who like has been writing all the stories, is writing the story for Final Fantasy 16. There's no more like high-tech, edgy bullshit in Final Fantasy. We're going back to the medieval like magic and swords and knights kind of thing with Final Fantasy, and I'm so excited for it. It's called Team Ninja Nerdy. Final Fantasy VII Remake 2, I think, is inevitable to be talked about because Final Fantasy VII Remake did gangbusters on the PS4, and it's going to do gangbusters on the PS5 in just 9 days with a new DLC featuring the great Ninja Yuffie. And then Final Fantasy Origins is a fantastic... I actually don't know anything about Final Fantasy Origins. I can't speak to it. But Final Fantasy 14, yes, has Endwalker coming out at the end of the summer. And
Right-click, paste, values.
Final Fantasy 14 is truly amazing. Truly amazing. And I swear to God, if people don't give Final Fantasy 14 even just a little bit of a shot, I'm going to slap them. Because it's free.
And includes a Realm Reborn and the Heavensward DLC.
Yeah, that's like the game and another game for free.
Oh, Twilly!
Louis, let's go.
Yeah, also we have The World Ends With You Neo, a sequel to The World Ends With You. I'm really excited for this game. I think The World Ends With You is like one of the most gorgeous games of all time. Why did you upload a picture of Final Fantasy 16?
14?
14.
Oh, that is 14. The main characters look very similar. I love Square Enix, man. I'm so excited. Oh, and then we have like a lot of new Dragon Quest games, which I'm
Dragon
excited
Quest
for.
Do you
12,
think
Dragon
we're gonna
Quest
wait?
3
Hold on,
remake.
hold on. I'll pause you guys there. Now that we've seen this 30th anniversary Dragon Quest gimmick, do you think that we're actually gonna see any Dragon Quest at their E3 presentation?
I think they said they would.
Really?
Yes, it's the 30th anniversary.
So, do you think that we're gonna see more English? Anything English?
Yes,
Okay.
they always show it English, if they can.
Yeah. I'm throwing mine up here, guys. I got mine right here. You guys ready? The best Square Enix game ever made.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
No, I knew they were going to. Unfortunately, that you're right, and I hate that you're right.
We got to get the
unfortunately,
Avengers.
If you use a smaller image, I think it doesn't break as often. If you
Yeah.
just grab like the thumbnail, I think
let me
that
go
helps.
see if I can get a better Avengers.
Yeah, just if you're
Remake.
just Googling, I just grab the thumbnail.
I'm very sad that
Do you think we see anything new out of Kingdom Hearts this year? Scooter?
we're not supposed to, but god damn it, I have
Throw it
that
up
on my
there.
list as
Here's
well.
what
throw
I
it
have
up
on my
there.
list for everyone to enjoy. Paste special, values only. Kingdom Hearts with an inscrutable title is what I have on my
I put
list.
very long name because
Hurtful but fair.
I did that not as a jab at Kingdom Hearts, but as a jab at Square Enix in general. A very long name, I just
Oh, perfect. That's a much
yeah.
better image.
I figured that would just be for anybody for any game series that we'd want there. That you got Avengers, which that one's not really.
No, I'm sorry. I just want to answer Ethan real quick because the people just it got mistranslated and then people said stupid things. So in the Remind DLC, you have the Remind episode and you have the Limit Cut episode and the Secret episode. That's what they meant by the 2 DLCs. You get those 2. That's it. I just wanted to explain that.
Okay.
Thank you.
I want to throw one up here, because I have it on here as and I'm not the world's biggest Square Enix fan. You know that. I like their games. I love Dragon Quest. I don't think we're gonna see a Dragon Quest 12 anything. I do think we're gonna see Dragon Quest was it 3? But
3? Yeah.
I really think I want to see, and I don't know about Scoot here, but I would like to see a redemption. I would like to see a new IP from Square Enix that is just not Balan Wonderworld, because oh my god, and also not Octopath Traveler. I want to see something new from them that's not an RPG. Maybe it can be fantasy, can be something like that, but I just want it to feel fresh, like they have some sort of mind that isn't, it needs to be Cloud, it needs to be, where's my Mickey Mouse? You know what I mean?
Where's my anime?
Well,
I want to see something.
yeah.
Okay.
Triangle Strategy is published by Nintendo, isn't it?
Yes.
No, it isn't. Oh, is it? I guess technically. Yes.
It's on my list.
It was in the Nintendo Direct. Is where we
Yes.
first saw it.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't
yes.
think that's
it is a
Square
Nintendo
title.
game. Nintendo
Yeah.
exclusive. Yes. Okay.
Oh, yeah. What happened with the
No,
Triangle
no,
Strategy
I
game?
don't disagree with you. Like, I would love a new IP from Square.
Triangle Strategy,
Oh, and
yeah.
Doug, I have that on the thing, but it's not on your board.
What?
Triangle Strategy.
Oh, is that Square?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was made in the same
Okay.
engine.
Square does make it. It can go on both boards.
It's made by Square.
Okay.
Published by
Yeah,
Nintendo.
I did some light googling, but
Did
It-
Nintendo
I think
publish,
it belongs on both Squares because they definitely have done that before too.
Did Nintendo publish Octopath?
Yes.
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's out on PC now.
It is.
But like, they did do it.
Okay. Scoot, but this is this is temporary, but do you think we're gonna see any of this? You think anything?
No.
You think it's even
No.
gonna be mentioned?
No.
No?
Listen, I got that game for free.
Yeah.
From Square Enix.
Yeah.
I think Square Enix owes me a lot of money for putting me through that.
Should've
PB, do
paid
you think we're gonna see
instead.
Balan's Wonderworld?
I
I have
I do
no
not
clue
think
what
no.
that even is.
I don't.
told the guy who made it. He's the guy who made Dreams. He was like, I think this will be wonderful. And Square was like, okay, you have one chance to make a game. He should have spent more time on it.
The trailer's really
I
good.
don't.
I still say to this
Trailer's
day that
great.
the trailer's great.
Trailer's really good.
Yeah.
It's all musical based. I loved it.
Yep.
But the game is absolute dog crap. Why is every button the same thing?
Yeah,
It's so
from what I've seen,
dumb.
it's a mess. But I'm just
I
curious
got
to know.
sick playing it. It's so bad.
I
I got a lot of Billy Hatcher vibes from it. Yeah, I love Billy Hatcher, but
Interesting.
Billy Hatcher is a better game.
All right, what else do we got? What else do we got? We got a
I-
lot of open
Well,
slots here.
there's a few more properties we haven't touched on yet.
Yeah, we haven't
Tomb
touched
Raider.
a lot. Tomb Raider, yeah.
Tomb
It's
Raider.
the
I
Tomb
think
Raider
is
anniversary, so we're
pretty
definitely
easy.
gonna get some Tomb Raider something.
Yeah, Tomb Raider's
Yeah.
easy.
So I will work on that. And then we also Deus Ex could be in the mix.
I don't think
Do
we're
you
getting
think-
Deus Ex.
It's been a hot minute. I understand why, but do you think we're gonna get Deus Ex?
I'm just checking off numbers here. I don't know if
Sure,
we're gonna
sure.
get one. I think
For
Tomb
sure.
Raider is much more likely. I think Deus
Yeah.
Ex is maybe on their back burner, if anything. Yep,
I-
Nier is on my list as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say near Automata is definitely gonna be on there.
I don't.
Life
I
is
don't.
Strange.
I actually don't think so. Life is Strange, True Colors, absolutely. Life
Yep.
is Strange, the HD remaster as well. I don't.
mean, Nier Replicant just dropped.
I don't
so-
think we're getting
You-
anything from Nier.
You
Yeah,
don't think
that
there's not
seems
even
unlikely.
like DLC, not even like PS5 enhancements? Oh, that was the other
No.
thing that I really want to throw out here. PS5 enhanced. That's I'm gonna PS5 enhancement.
They don't. I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna say no because like
They did it with what's it called? They did it with
What?
wait, you're saying that you don't think that they're gonna say enhanced by PS5?
what?
I'm saying that that's going to be a something that is said during the Square Enix press conference that they're
No.
going to say PS5 enhanced, just like they did
No.
with Final Fantasy VII, just like they did with
that wasn't a Square event. They don't care about that.
I still feel like they're gonna pop something. They're gonna bring back Nier. They're gonna bring back some sort of game
Okay.
that is just
It's not. I don't think it's bad. Forspoken. Yup.
Like, what
I'm
about-
so excited for Forspoken. I'm glad you brought that up because I was gonna
Yeah,
talk about it. Like I'm so excited for that
it
game.
looks pretty good.
When that game was it was Project Athia, I believe.
Yeah,
at
it was
first,
called
right?
Project Athia, and it was tagged along with the PS5 reveal trailer.
Yes.
It's like, look
Yes.
what the PS5 hardware can do, and they showed off this beautiful game, and they called it Project Athia. Nobody knew anything about it, but we've learned a little bit more about it, and it's about time we get. Some more stuff.
I had some crazy ideas for Project Athia. I genuinely believed that it was Final Fantasy 16.
It honestly could have been.
Yeah. I don't know why they haven't done that ever with like a Final Fantasy, like a normal person. Like I feel like that would lead to such a good story. Like normal person, because like that's kind of what Project Athia is about, like random people being merged in with like this mythical world. Like that would be a great Final Fantasy. Because like legitimately it's their Final Fantasy, because if they mess up, they'll die.
Yeah.
So
And then they're dead.
So what about Final Fantasy 15 enhanced for PS5?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
I think they're done with that game.
Yeah.
One thing I do have in my notes, and it's a little crazy, and it's
hit
a
us.
pipe dream. I think you know where I'm going with this, Doug.
Einhander.
What?
It's a PS1 game that it's a side-scrolling shooter that will absolutely not come back.
No. Final Fantasy 15 2.
Oh,
What? I'm lost.
So
It-
Final
that-
Fantasy 15 came. What?
That's such a Square Enix thing that I can't even be surprised that they would do that.
What? I
Final
don't think
Fantasy
that it's
15
that crazy.
2.
That's what
Well,
they did for
it with
Final Fantasy
10
Yeah, they
and
did that for
13.
10
I know,
and
it's
13.
a Square Enix gimmick.
I
Well, it's
think
just they
totally
like the
fine.
characters.
It's
they really crushed it. People like the characters too. Why wouldn't
yeah,
they
it's giving a
continue the
sequel
story?
to that game. It's
Okay.
I think it's a good title. I think it's a good way to title it.
Sure.
How else would you title it though? You know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 16.
No.
No,
That's
because like it's an
unprecedented.
anthology series. Because then it ruins the anthology series.
Yeah, that's never how it's worked before. They like it's new characters. They're unconnected. If it's a different numbered title, like that's just how it
Yeah.
works.
So Final Fantasy 15 too, like there, the whole story of Final Fantasy 15, like they didn't get to finish it. They didn't get to tell it because Square
was
canceled the
rushed.
DLC.
Yeah, they canceled all the DLC.
But they released a book, and the book they released of like the story they had planned. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I tell ya, it affected me like how Bo Burnham's new special is affecting the masses of
True.
the Netflix users. It is gorgeous. It deserves to be seen. Make it a video game. Make it Final Fantasy 15 too. I think that'd be great. But I think that I will also say if you don't want to
It's-
include it,
Yeah, it's
I
a bit of a
understand it's
stretch. You can put it
way-
on there.
it's a stretch.
I mean,
We can pocket it.
we can
save it.
replace
I
it. if we
got
hate it
the
later.
biggest.
We still have
biggest
quite
nope.
a few holes on here.
Like I have the
There's
biggest
too much.
nope
I
here.
do think there's a lot of Final Fantasy on this board already. I will say.
I've got the biggest nope of all time right here that I want, which is Super Mario RPG, but that's never
Get it outta
coming
here.
back, so there's no way.
Get it outta
That's
here.
What
No.
Paper Mario is.
Yeah, there's no way that that'll happen ever again. But that being said, I wish. Love
You
that.
know,
Love that series.
I
Just want them to acknowledge.
I know they
That's all I
work with
want.
Nintendo very closely a lot with like Triangle Strategy, Octopath Traveler, but I just can't see them doing like anything with like working with Nintendo in that way. Like they'll let Nintendo publish it, sure.
Yeah.
But I can't see them ever like being like, yeah, you can like be in on our process, please and thank you.
Yeah,
Wait,
true.
okay, Scoot, do you really think Nintendo was in on the process of RPG?
Knowing what I know about the making of Mario Rabbids, yes, at some level they
Okay.
are.
Okay.
Because I know a lot was cut from Mario RPG. I've never played the game, but I know
You
what
should.
was cut
Very good.
and what Square Enix
Yeah.
wanted. But Nintendo was like,
Not Mario.
I don't think so.
So-
It's
I
not
mean, they got away
Mario."
with they got away with a lot of the terrifying enemies in that game. So come on, like
So there have been rumors floating around, and I
Okay.
don't know if you want to have this separate from Avengers, but Guardians of the Galaxy specific game.
I did hear that.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
really.
I've
I mean,
never
sure, do
heard
it.
that, but like,
How about this? Put Marvel
I
on
can't
there.
believe Marvel's trusting Square Enix again like that.
Well, I think that Marvel trusts Square Enix. I just don't think they trust that team. That team. Let's just put Marvel on there because they have the
Groot.
IP, don't they? Like I feel I feel like they trust Square Enix as a developer, but they don't want Crystal Dynamics near their IP at all. That's a
Well,
mess
I
up.
actually love Crystal Dynamics
really.
because Crystal Dynamics it makes Just Cause.
Just Cause is on my
Yeah.
list.
Just
Okay.
Cause should be on your list. It's a great
Yeah,
Square Enix game.
let's put it on the
Isn't
thing.
that
All
okay?
right.
Okay.
Could you imagine just throwing Captain America in the engine of Just Cause with the explosions? Like that is like literally a Marvel movie like game.
All right, I see on here we have Kingdom Hearts with really long title. I'm gonna, since we already have really long title, I'm just gonna change that to Kingdom Hearts. I know that Scoot doesn't think we're gonna anything's Kingdom Hearts, but I mean, come on, they
No, you gotta put it on. You gotta
Yeah.
hold out hope.
that.
It's
not even hold out
'cause,
hope.
you know,
it's just,
it-
even if it's an iPhone game, come on,
You see, I've thought about this a lot. Well, actually, interestingly, very sadly, the Kingdom Hearts Unchained has died today.
Oh yeah.
What's
The
Unchained?
story's done. It's the phone game you played.
That's what that game's called. I thought it was like Kingdom Hearts, like Stupid something green. It was green keyboard.
I'm not gonna engage with you right now when you're like
it's
this.
It's called Unchained, and it finished today. The entire lore is finished.
I'm not engaging
I want to know.
with
I
this
want to
right
know.
now.
Here, Scoot, tell me.
Yes, it's done. They're done. They're done.
So they're done, meaning that they're done with that game. You can still play it. I take it. There's no way they're not because it's a cash cow. But
They're just not adding anymore. The story is over.
Okay. Wait, did you guys get rid of my long title? Because I think long title can go for Final Fantasy or
I didn't.
I
move
did
long title.
because you said something about Kingdom Hearts and long titles.
I thought you wanted
No,
to. I thought you wanted to
no.
remove long title.
I think long
Okay.
title should be its own separate thing because then we can
Okay,
put
that's
it
fair.
into any other Square Enix gimmick. Which is
That's
like,
fine.
I like it.
Final Fantasy 29,000, 3 hearts over a quarter X. Oh my God, TB is gone.
You've
Oh,
never
fig-
played like
Where did
any
I
of these,
go?
and I know you would like them
JPEG
if you tried
land.
them.
JPEGing, dude.
It's the thing that annoys me the most. It's the thing that angers my
No.
blood the most.
Here, I got you. I fixed you. I fixed you. I fixed you from deep dishing. No. I played 3/4 over a quarter day or whatever. I really enjoyed that game. I know we don't share that that same opinion found on Nintendo DS. And I know that I'm just saying that out of all the companies where, say, Nintendo might call something new Pokemon Snap, if Square Enix was involved, it would be called Pokemon Snap: The Excursion 3 days over a quarter with time adjustments and whatever, because that's just how they are. Final Fantasy XX259, like triangle strategy.
No, video game is called that.
Well, I'm just saying Final Fantasy 10-2. Final Fantasy, like it's one of those things where they have longer titles that don't they're
Isn't
not
there like Dissidia Final Fantasy like 00 or something?
No, there's
Crystal
Dissidia.
Chronicles 12.
Yeah, let's do a new anime fighting game. Put it on here.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty good.
There's Dissidia Final Fantasy 1-2
Okay.
Duodecium. That's a
Oh,
long title. I'll give you that.
I'm
But
gonna-
like,
I'm gonna-
1-2.
I'm gonna throw mine here too as Rhythm Game.
Oh yeah, because there's
I
the
think
Kingdom
we're-
Hearts ones. There's the Theater Rhythm ones.
Yep, Rhythm Game.
oh, I miss that. I miss them. I actually won a.
Thanks, bud.
Hold on, let me grab them.
I got you.
I misspelled it for
well,
I
he's
everyone
grabbing
literally
else.
haven't
something.
opened them yet. But I won a Kingdom Hearts sweepstakes, and they gave me little figurines of all the characters from Melody of Memory.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cute.
You
I
played it.
have not opened this.
is
I've
it
been meaning to open
enjoyable?
it on stream.
You play
Melody of Memory?
Yeah.
I love Disney music and I love Kingdom Hearts music. If you're buying it because you like that and you like rhythm games, it's fun. If you're buying it because you're like, oh boy, the story of Kingdom Hearts continues. No. It's not that. It's Kyrie reminding you this is what happened in Kingdom Hearts. It's basically Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories 3.
So it's recoded too. Anyway, all right, we
Chain of
got
Memories 3. Mine was funny. Don't ruin
so
my
where's God damn it. So we got what? 2 more slots? No, 3 more slots. No, 2
Three
more
more
slots.
slots. Sorry, I'm
Three
just
more
trying to
slots.
split up the images and the text here a little bit.
Sure. The 2 more
I
slots.
have one.
3 more slots here.
I have
What
one.
do you got? What do you got?
It's a little
Okay.
silly. I
Do
think
it.
they'll play One Winged Angel at some point. The Sephiroth song.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they'll just play it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I'm with it.
Yes.
Boom, boom. Oh, dude,
Yes.
actually, I'm friends with someone who works
Sephiroth?
there and who actually presented at E3 2019. He presented the Soldier First Class edition of Final Fantasy VII. His name's Neil Paban. I really hope he like walks on stage and then all of a sudden you just hear boom, boom, boom.
That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty good.
I will clip it.
All right,
I will
I
never let him
met
forget
You
it.
want?
I think I've met
You
Neil
want-
at PAX.
You met
That's
Neil
right.
at PAX East.
Yeah, great
All
guy.
right. I have a wacky one.
TV. I loved the first wacky. I didn't love the second wacky.
Bring it.
Kingdom Hearts on Switch.
Okay, that's
Yes.
on my list. But here's the thing. I know this. They don't let Square Enix do that announcement.
So you think
Okay.
Nintendo
Like-
owns that? You think that Nintendo
Yes.
will...
Nintendo, I think, would announce.
Yes,
Okay.
this is something true for Builders 2 as well. They did not announce Builders 2 on Switch. Nintendo did. They did not announce Melody of Memories on Switch. Nintendo did. They're not allowed to because
Okay.
Nintendo publishes it.
Well, when are the presentations? Because if Nintendo goes first, they could show it again.
Nintendo hasn't announced theirs
Nintendo's
yet.
always last. Nintendo's always on the last day of E3. Presentations in the morning.
Yeah.
Just
I still feel
if
like
history repeats itself.
Okay.
I feel like we can still put it on there. I don't know.
That's fair. I just have it for Nintendo personally.
Unless we come up with something different.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to...
if we
so
find
hard
something better.
Because Square is also one of those companies that has a lot of games under their belt, but they also stick to the same couple. It's kind of all they do is like they have a lot of games, but they stick to the same games over.
What about Dragon Quest Builders 3?
That's on my list.
So they announced Treasure.
Huh.
They announced Treasure. Do you think that Treasure will take the place of a Builders 3 for right now? I
Wait,
feel like they're
what?
too similar.
What's Treasure?
They announced a game called Dragon Quest Treasure Hunt or something like that, and it's not Builders, but it's slightly similar, as in it's the same like it's one of those, it's the same like style gameplay where you're going around these large scale areas. I feel like they could probably, I feel like if they were gonna announce more Dragon Quest games, they would have already done it at the event. I feel like they're
This
I feel like
is a dungeon crawler.
yeah.
It's not the same thing as Builders.
Builders
Builders
Yeah,
is Minecraft. This is more like a roguelike.
Yeah, this is not voxely or anything.
It's like a
Wait, this
it's
actually
weird.
might be a replacement for Dragon Quest Monster Joker.
Monster Joker.
This looks like
was
you're
great.
recruiting monsters.
Monster Joker was.
I would like to
great.
see this trailer as well. I think this could go on. I did not even know this happened, Jyggy 11. Look at you.
Yeah, I watched.
You're
it.
more of a
I
weeb
went,
than I am.
I went through and listened to the really sad translator who did not know what was going on. Yeah, it was.
I
she
have a
did
section
not.
about that for Nintendo.
I made fun of Dragon Quest for using the same exact song in literally every trailer because they have a puzzle game, then they have the next one, then they have the next one, then they have the next one, and they use the same exact song, no changes every single time until they got the Dragon Quest 3, which I popped off and said that they put the Pokemon Company to shambles. Like, did you guys see? I'm sorry, we don't want to go too long on this, but did you guys see the Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake trailer?
Yeah, it's on the thing.
treatment.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, it's on the bottom
3
row.
remake here. It literally makes Diamond and Pearl remakes, and we're gonna get there, look like garbage. I'm talking trash. Because if
I disagree again.
I'm just saying that I absolutely love the art style. I love what they're doing, and I hope that it sells well enough that other companies say, yeah, we can do something like that, and it can be fun and exciting, you know. But I mean, it's hard because it's one of those things where it's just like Square has a lot of games. Square has a lot of games. How about this, Scoot? I know that we're back.
I like this list. I think Dragon Quest Treasure is a good end to this list.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the
Okay.
day, this is a really big year for Dragon Quest. I know you don't care about Dragon Quest.
No,
but
I do, but
Japan-
mana.
What?
Collection of mana. Like,
Yeah, I think
They've already
there's
done that. They don't care. They're done.
There's Saga. There's Mana. There's
yeah,
They're
mana.
probably gonna put something on a mobile RPG.
Secret
a
of
mobile
Mana.
Saga's
thing.
gonna
right?
happen. Sure.
Yeah.
We get their
But, like,
iPhone
we've got-
game in there.
Well, they just had their like Dragon Quest Direct or whatever,
Yeah.
essentially. So we already have Dragon Quest 12. We have Dragon Quest 3 remake. I cannot fathom them actually
Right, but
doing
none of that was in
those.
English.
I don't know if we want a third one. Oh, it wasn't in English.
They had a
Yeah.
translator. They had a
Yeah.
translator that was talking.
They had a
talking through it.
translator. They're
Oh.
sitting. Right now, they're sitting on a English trailer, and they're going to release it
but
because
the only one I could see it for is 12. I can't see it. I can't see it for anything
I-
else.
12, we only got a title card. I imagine they're gonna want to capitalize on E3 because Japan.
All right, we can put
Dragon Quest
Treasure
has
in.
been becoming more popular in the West. We want to like make Dragon Quest a little bit bigger. I think Dragon Quest, all the Dragon Quest things will be shown because they want to.
Okay. Sure.
So Saga and Mana are not represented here, and there's a lot of Final Fantasy. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is what's tough because Final Fantasy 16, we know is gonna happen. Origins leaked, and I just happen to know about it. They're not gonna talk about Final Fantasy 14.
Sure.
Right.
You know, we could remove anime fighting game for Saga because I think they'll talk about Saga because they really want to shove that down our throats.
I know they're trying with Saga, but I feel like
we have
Kingdom
Kingdom Hearts on.
Is too much more,
We have new IP as well.
Yeah.
We have Kingdom Hearts.
All right, I like that.
Twice, kind of. We could.
Yeah, we can
one of
remove
them.
Kingdom Hearts. Let's remove Kingdom Hearts on Switch and put let's put Mana. I mean, it's slim chance. It's slim.
Well, I don't think we're getting anything Mana. I think Mana's done.
What if,
The new Trials of Mana remake just didn't do what it needed to do.
Okay.
I like it now. I think this is good.
I think this is good.
Yeah.
I think it's all good here. I think any other, I don't know, Scoot, what's the big, if you had to pick one big thing that you could like no holds bar, can be as unrealistic as possible, because I know that you love Square Enix and I know that Square Enix is extremely
Kingdom Hearts 4.
important to you.
Kingdom Hearts 4.
Really?
Kingdom Hearts 4.
No shot.
I mean, no,
it's not going to happen.
I said it, TB. He has no rules. So
I want Kingdom Hearts 4. I want Kairi as the main playable protagonist. I want Donald and Goofy to be her partners, and I want them to grow as a group because she's not just Sora's girlfriend. She is her own warrior, and they need to learn she's not Sora. The group dynamic changes. All of a sudden, we'll see new character growth from Donald and Goofy who have kind of remained stagnant since, I'm going to argue, Kingdom Hearts 2. I think it would be really great to like kind of see that again.
Do you think, because again, this is me just feeling, because I have played all those games. That's the only Square Enix games that I can say that I have put in the hours and I've dealt with the issues and I've done everything.
Well,
do you
okay?
I have.
If you want to say that, I'm not
going
to say that for you.
You cannot say I haven't played all of them.
You've played all of them, but I wouldn't say you put in the work.
Do you really think they would call it 4, or do you think they would have it as a remake or a quote unquote side story? I don't think that they have the here. I'm sorry. What time is it? 11.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I don't think they have the balls to make Kairi her own character in 4. I think that you need Sora for 4. For the
here's
number
the
4,
thing. They have gone back and forth about it. They've said that after 3, the Dark Seeker saga and Sora's story is done. And a lot of people have said that they take that to mean Sora's done. And kind of he is. Because I think Sora's story kind of came full circle, and I think Sora's story is kind of complete. He got his ending. He shared the Palpo. I think, it's time to see Kairi. A lot of people were angry about Kairi's development in 3. I wasn't, because like I think in my opinion, like it showed that like Kairi's like has learned and grew and is becoming a well-rounded Keyblade wielder, much like Sora. And I always thought next protagonist makes sense to be Kairi, because Kairi like is the one that left back in the dust. She's the one that can't hold a flame to Riku or Sora right now. A lot of people initially thought it was going to be Riku, but Riku's the Keyblade Master, not Sora. Anyway,
I agree with you. I 100% agree with you.
Yeah, and in Melody of Memory, it's like literally Riku like goes off and is like, "I need to go save Sora. Bye, Kairi. You can't come with me because you need to go train." And then Yensid is like, "Hey, Kairi, what are you gonna do, girl?" And Kairi's like, "I really want to go save Sora, but I know I need to train." And Yensid's like, "Oh yeah, that's a good girl. Go train. You're not allowed to go do men work." And so I think that like leaves Kyrie feeling like a little I can do this just as well as Sora can. I think that's a strong story to take. I think that's a really intriguing story to see. And you know the homies Donald and Goofy are gonna want to go save their main man Sora. So of course they're gonna jump in with Kyrie. Of course they're gonna go disobey orders because that's what they've done with Sora. And they're gonna follow Kyrie. So yes, I think Kingdom Hearts 4, I truly believe will follow Kyrie as the main playable protagonist because she was technically the main playable protagonist in Melody of Memories.
Yeah.
And I think in I think there will be a side game before Kingdom Hearts 4, and I think Riku will be that main playable character.
Yeah. And then because they broke the rules and went to save Sora, somebody will inevitably get lost to the darkness or something. Yeah. Yeah.
When's the Eeyore boss? That's all I ask for. Eeyore boss.
Yeah, Eeyore boss.
All right. Are we ready?
All right.
Doug?
Thank you,
We're ready.
Scootish, for the Kingdom Hearts minute.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Let's go on to Nintendo.
I'm so
The
The
sorry.
moment
I care so
that
much
most
about it.
of
And
the
I love it
people
so
in the
much.
chat, as well as in the audience, have been waiting for. It's time.
Let's address, I think, the elephant in the room, though.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Zelda!
Switch Pro, I think, is the elephant
Oh,
here.
that's the elephant.
Nope. I don't think so.
You don't think so? I think if it does
Okay.
happen,
Unlike before we start throwing everything in here, I'm pausing here. We just tweeted again just to let everybody know. Everybody go spread the word about the show here. Let's just talk about Nintendo. In fact, I'm gonna cut away from the bingo board because let's just talk about Nintendo for a hot second, and then we'll get into it. All right. Let's
This is gonna be a 5-hour show.
No. We're not going
No,
to.
can we
need
just
an
go? Can we,
intermission.
let's just
Gotta
go,
go
dude.
here.
Let's not do this. Let's just go.
No,
what are you cutting to? What are you
I
talking
just
about?
cut back to
let-
us.
We're just going. I'm just going.
All right, fine.
All right,
fine,
so here
fine,
we
fine,
are on my
fine.
stream. You can see the bingo
Fine,
card.
we're
so
here on the
let's
bingo
just-
board, but hold on. Let's just pause for a second and let's discuss our expectations. All right, before we go into anything, expectations. Doug, do you think I'm going? I promise. I'm going here.
They're high. They're high. Of course they're high. They're high for every company. To stop and talk about Nintendo Direct is hypocritical from everything else we've done. We have high expectations for all of these companies because we need
See,
to.
I have no expectations for Nintendo. Is that bad? I have high expectations for everybody else. I have no expectations for Nintendo. I
You're
actually am
lying.
completely. I am in this weird situation, and I want to start with me. That's why I wanted to start with Doug, because I wanted to see where you guys were at before I start being the guy who everyone wants to fight. But I need to know if I have an ally here, Doug.
What?
What do you think's gonna happen? Big boy, big time. What are you thinking? Are they holding out, or are we getting the bare minimum?
Oh, a lot of my notes have basically just like stuff we've already seen before, and stuff like that, and maybe a few things sprinkled in that we haven't yet that are kind of something I'm looking forward to but don't expect. So I don't have high expectations here. I'm sort of trying to be measured here.
Okay. TB, do you think this is gonna be a blowout or like nothing? Like they're gonna slap us with a snipper clips too.
Oh, I'm sure there will be something along the lines of snipper clips
God,
too.
Snipper Clips 2 would be awesome.
I would
actually.
love to.
I would
Let's
actually,
do
that
actually.
was a bad example because I actually really like snipper clips.
Yeah, I'm writing that in my notes.
No, TB, you're thinking.
I think we're gonna get X Series 99.
That's on
We're
my
gonna
list.
get another 99 game.
Mm-hmm.
So is that what you're
Absolutely.
thinking? We're not going through and talking about series because that's what the bingo for. But I want to know.
I think they might have a couple of bombshells ready, things that we might be able to predict or might not.
Like on the level from like freaking tactical nuke Nintendo, I'm talking Breath of the Wild, I'm talking every little thing that you know the YouTubers are popping off about the Switch 5K, okay, to well, what if they just drop Skyward Sword and they say, you know, hey, we're working on Metroid. What do you
Here's your
think?
slop.
Right in the middle.
Okay. All right. Scoot, what are you thinking?
Switch Pro. I have
Oh.
big expectations.
Yep, he's on the far end.
Yeah, he's Scoot's
Like-
YouTube licking right now.
He's
No,
all in.
Scoot's
No,
looking at them shiny YouTube views, and he's going.
Listen. No, listen. I think it's no, you can't go at a company and say I'm not expecting a lot when you are asking for almost an hour of my time. I expect a lot.
We don't know.
I
It's
don't
I-
think
coming out.
Switch Pro. I think Switch 2.
Let's go.
No. It
All
will
right.
be the new Nintendo Switch.
True, you're right.
The
you're
new
right, you're
Nintendo
right.
Switch Pro featuring
So-
Knuckles.
Here's
But
my
listen.
mindset. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, keep going.
I hear, like, let's not get too excited. We've been burned before by Nintendo Directs. I hear that. I get that.
I don't think we've ever
But at
been
the
burned. I
end
hate that.
of the day, this is E3. This is
True.
Christmas morning.
True.
I am looking at all of these events that's thinking that they are going to be awesome,
True.
amazing events. I don't care about Ubisoft, but I think Ubisoft is going to put on an amazing show, and I'm
Yeah.
going to be excited about something. I don't really like Xbox and Bethesda, but I know I'm going to be like,
Let's
oh my
go."
God, holy moly. I love Square Enix, and I know my boys in white and red and black won't let me
Sheesh.
down. Sheesh. And Nintendo is the crowning jewel of them all because they know how to build hype no matter what. They can start with a hype announcement and end with a hype announcement, and the world won't even care what's in the middle. What kind of event was that, do you ask? That was E3 2019. They
Yep.
opened with Hero. They ended with Banjo-Kazooie. So I believe we're opening with a Smash character, and we're ending with the final Smash character.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so I'll state mine here, and that's gonna be it. I've seen these things. I've heard well, I haven't heard the rumors because I've been avoiding that. But I've heard what my chat wants. I've heard what my friends want. The Switch Pro, Breath of the Wild 2 in 9K. Like, come on, dude. It's one of those things where I'm just thinking about it from a perspective of being a Nintendo fan and looking at this for a very, very long time.
Want to
Being
make a
Nintendo
bet
fan.
then?
And no, not yet. We're not there yet.
Okay.
It's one of those things where it's also me being selfish. And it's one of those things where I know that when Nintendo holds on to games for longer periods of times, they usually blow you out of the water. And I don't know about you, but whenever I play a Nintendo game that literally goes down in history as one of the best video games ever in my mind, that is worth the wait, no matter what. And so it's one of those things where I'm very much a fan of them not rushing things. And in my mind, whenever anybody says, "Oh, it's about time for a new Zelda game," I'm like, no, give it another year, please, because that's my mindset.
I never said
right.
they're rushing anything.
No. I
That's
know.
not
I'm
what
just
any
saying.
of
I'm
us
just
said.
stating. I'm stating other people. I'm stating the audience. I'm stating everybody in the world. So, I've heard a lot of people talking about Zelda. I've heard a lot of people talking about this. I think that this E3 is gonna be good. I really do. I think that Nintendo's gonna powerhouse. I think Smash is absolutely something we're gonna see. But there's a lot of things I do not want to see. If they happen, they happen. But I'm still worried about them. That's my mindset. Let's get into the thing, unless anybody has comments.
No.
It seems like we're all across the spectrum of excited and
Yeah.
sort of
Oh, I'm
cautiously
excited, of
optimistic.
course.
So,
It's Nintendo,
pretty good.
but it's one of those things where I'm the bad guy when it comes to what people want. So, Smash character announcement, I think, is inevitable. At least one. What do you think?
Yeah.
I had put just one to end it, but I like the called shot of Scootish leading and ending with one. I think that's pretty good.
Cool. So that's definitely
Because
there's
you
two
know,
left,
also
right?
Sakurai
But
had that.
Do they do that
interview.
again?
Then well, Sakurai himself was having that interview saying like both will be like announced soon.
Okay.
Like, I think it makes sense.
He said it was
Yeah.
by the end of the year that that they're all gonna be out.
They're
right?
all gonna be out.
Yeah, I think they'll announce both of them. I think
Okay.
you're right.
Cool. I could see that. I think on my list here of Jyggy's hopes and dreams, I'm thinking that we are going to see a new Mario Party. I know that they just announced they just updated Super Mario Party, but I don't think it's totally out of the blue to discuss Super Mario Party 2 or some sort of Mario Party game. That's
Okay, you
Yeah.
say you have no expectations. You're literally going for like this crazy thing that isn't even announced yet.
How is that out of left field though?
There are so many gimmies right now that I can name.
There
Like
are
what?
a lot of
And
games.
you're literally not
you're
going
right.
for the
Let's get the
gimme.
gimmies. Let's get the gimmies out of the way.
Mario Golf.
Yes.
Well, Mario Golf comes out end of June, right? Do you think they're actually gonna for a long period of time?
They're gonna show it
They're
off
just gonna
because
show
they
it?
want people to buy it next month
Sure.
or this month.
Okay.
And they're probably gonna have it available to play on the show floor or whatever.
Yeah.
Which
It'll
there's
be
no
all
show.
part of the
Pokemon.
treehouse.
Yeah, Pokemon Brilliant, Shining, and
Yeah.
Arceus.
I
think are
don't think we're
Arceus.
seeing Pokemon. I think Pokemon's gonna do their own gimmick.
Oh
Towards
my god.
July. I think end of July they're gonna do their own gimmick. But I actually really don't think we're gonna see Pokemon at all at this E3. I think that
I think
you're
you're insane.
I don't.
They never show. What are you talking about? I played Pokemon Sword and Shield at E3.
No, I know, but it's one of those things where I just don't think that the Pokemon company is gonna say, "Hey,
That's where they showed off. That's where they showed off that dumb corgi Yamper.
did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like how I just squished it because I don't care. Okay, all right. Let's throw Pokemon up there. We can throw Pokemon up there.
We went two
Skyward
different
Sword
squares.
also is
Yeah,
is
Skyward
just
Sword's
a clear
a
gimme.
gimme.
Skyward Sword's free.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think Splatoon 3 is also free.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
full gameplay, either single player or
Mhm.
multiplayer. Cool. Getting a little out there. Let's
A lot of people in your chat are dumping on the idea of Pokemon, saying that they do their own events.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter though. We can throw it on there because it's our card.
If
yeah,
I'm
it's
wrong,
our
we
show.
can take it
Take
out.
that. That's
No,
fine.
It's
We can
no,
put it on the chopping
I-
block if it's
I get
unlikely.
you. In fact, Scoot, okay, be honest with me, everybody. Do you think that the Switch Pro will be announced at this event?
Yes.
No.
Maybe. That's everything. I think if they do, it will be called something stupid like the new Nintendo Switch.
You know what? I am kind of Googling now. I am kind of Googling now. I do hear what people say
About Pokemon or about Switch Pro?
about Pokemon. Like I Googled, I'm like, I swear to God, I've seen a Pokemon trailer at E3.
No, they have.
It's always left it's always left the treehouse.
No, it's not only Treehouse, but they've done trailers at E3. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were announced at E3, but that was before the Pokemon Directs became their own gimmick. You know what I mean? So I just don't think that they will do it. But that being said, let's leave it because you're right. It could be anything. Skyward Sword's free. Okay.
How
Doug
much
says
do we know
maybe
about?
on the Pro?
Yeah. I just I'm leaning no because I think it's just like I don't know. Like I think that's just something like that's a box that people keep trying to put Nintendo in because all the other places, all the other developers, publishers, people have made a Pro, like the PS4 Pro and all the other Xbox iterations of Pro and S and X and all that stuff. But I don't think so. Like there's not a Wii U Pro, so I don't think they'll do it.
The way
It'll be the Switch U.
I talked myself out of it. Yeah, it'll be the
it's one of
Switch
those-
2, but it's the Switch U.
Well, the way I look at it, Doug, is it's in the same roadhouse as the Nintendo 3DS, and how basically it had slow generation upgrades. They've already done it with the Switch Lite, so it just kind of makes sense that there's going to be some sort of more powerful version than the launch day 2017 gimmick that we've had here.
I don't think they
2016.
they try not to sort of fracture their market as much as possible.
I
with,
think it's going
like,
to play the same games,
sort of
though.
Right, but like, what's the point then? Like, if it's more powerful, like they did the one with that was, sort of less energy hungry with the same battery, so the battery lasts longer. Is also one that they did after the Lite. But I don't think anyone's really fighting for like, oh, we need 60 FPS for every game. We don't need 4K out of this
I'm gonna
thing,
be
and
honest.
that's never gonna
I've said
happen
this
anyway.
once. I'll say it again. I think 3 Zelda games in a package is too much.
I think it is too, but I just grabbed an image and put it on there. I don't think it'll be those 3 games. I think it'll be
That's fair.
Ocarina of Time 3D, Majora's Mask 3D.
I actually
that'd be great.
I think we're gonna see 2. We're gonna see 2 options. This is my hyper realistic. People are gonna get pissed at me in the chat kind of thing. I think that we're going to see a dual combos of Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD together, and then Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. But they're not gonna be the 3DS version. They're gonna be just the full N64 versions. That's my mindset.
I disagree. That is where we part ways,
Okay.
good sir.
Okay.
I think we'll get the
it'll be the
3DS
3D
like better
version.
models.
Just because I think that's gonna be easier, dude. That takes them 10 minutes.
It's not going to be a remake. It's going to be a re-release.
I don't know.
They're not going to redo anything. They're just going to bump it up to the new hardware. So whether that's
I have
just
eczema on my arm again.
So why don't we-
original version or 3D version,
Why don't I
I think it's gonna happen.
Why don't I throw this one on here? 3DS what's it called? Up-res or 3DS upscale, 3DS re-release. Re-release.
3DS or 3D?
No, 3DS like game re-release. So like Miitopia. 3DS game bring back. This now Techno puts in the chat A Link Between Worlds HD.
Why would they re-release a bad game?
But it's one of those things where that be any game, and the number one that is not gonna happen. This is my stupid outreach. I want Kid Icarus back. I want Kid Icarus.
Delete that.
Uprising.
Mother 3 is not happening.
I think that Kid
It's
Icarus
not
Uprising
happening.
is also not gonna happen. But if there's a 3DS game that deserves it more, tell me. Because I don't think there is a 3DS game that is more deserving of a Switch port. The issue is that its control wise would be a mess.
Yeah, I think Nintendo's gonna keep doing the 99.
I concur.
Or 35, right? Mario 35.
I think 99 just is like that style of game.
Yeah.
Like
I think that's covered.
I call Mario 35 still like it's Tetris 99, it's Pac-Man
Yeah.
99, it's the same thing.
It's a genre of 99.
Yeah. It is now a genre. Okay, I think it's a fun genre, to be honest with you.
You
What a
guys,
good way to do the battle royale style.
so
for,
let me pick you guys' brain on this. You think
Pick
we
my
see
brain.
Metroid Prime?
I think we see Metroid Prime here.
Metroid Prime 4 or Metroid
Yeah.
Prime Trilogy on Switch?
Metroid
both.
Prime 4.
Metroid Prime 4.
Teaser at best, I think.
I see. You want to know? Here's my pitch. The company that made Samus Returns was working on a Nintendo.
Rezo?
Yes, was working on a Nintendo 3DS remake of Fusion for a while.
I've heard rumors of a 2D Metroid, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be Fusion, but I do think I could see a 2D Metroid game being released in HD on the Switch, a 2D side-scroller, whatever game, and then at the end they give you a little like, I think they're going to say Metroid Prime 4 maybe even concepts or something is back on track or something like that. That's what they'll do, something like that, because they restarted
like what they did with Breath of the Wild 2. They'll
kind
just
of.
say
It's in
happening.
development. Yeah, where it's
Yeah, I
just a
don't
little.
You know what's
see
crazy?
anything.
We I forgot what was crazy actually. Never mind.
That's crazy.
I'm tired.
Yeah, no,
So we can just
we're
put
trying to go. I
Metroid
know
on there.
we're trying to go here. It'd be interesting to see that, and that's just my realistic point of view, because I just don't think after restarting the entirety with a whole new studio, yeah, they might have grabbed some things, yeah, they might have done some stuff, but I don't think we're gonna see Metroid Prime for relatively soon, you know. But all right, get it out. Put it on there. You all want it. Breath of the Wild 2.
Breath of the Wild
What do you think?
2. Yep.
I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. But I
You
do
a
think
story trailer.
you
Why
we're
is
gonna hear
Mother
about it.
3 still on there? We're not getting Mother 3.
Who did that?
Yes.
Whose fault is this?
This is a good one.
I have no idea.
I hope
I have
Judas
no
is
idea who's doing
smiling.
this.
remove Mother 3 and put
I've-
Bayonetta 3 in there. There you
No.
I have
Bayonetta
Bayonetta.
3.
Yeah.
That's an
we haven't
easy
heard
one.
from Bayonetta in a hot minute.
You know who else we haven't heard from for a bit?
No.
The man himself.
Reggie?
Ooh.
The
No.
Kong.
Tropical Freeze was the last game, right?
We're
Yeah.
getting Kong. Yeah, Kong's absolutely happening.
Listen,
I've heard rumors.
listen, Kong is absolutely happening, and I'll tell you why. It has nothing to do with those dog shit rumors you heard. I'll tell you why it's absolutely happening, though. Because this is the 5-year anniversary, the 5-year anniversary of Harambe.
Oh,
We
it's
need-
definitely happening.
You know why. Everything that's happening right now all started 5 years ago with a monkey named Harambe.
He was holding the whole fabric of the universe
The
together.
whole fabric of the universe together. And everything went downhill because of Harambe. Because of the death of Harambe, I should say. So if I can play as Harambe's famous relative, Donkey Kong, yes, Nintendo knows the world needs a monkey right now.
True.
We need big monkey right
We need
now.
monkey.
Yes.
Here's what I want.
Go on.
I want WarioWare on Switch.
Oh, that would be sick.
That'd be fun, dude. All right, now you're getting into the fun territory.
I think Shin Megami Tensei 5 is pretty safe too.
We haven't heard
Yeah.
that game in a while either. I don't. That's an anime game, so I'm afraid of it. But you know, it's definitely.
Yeah, it's more adult Persona, and
Yeah.
Persona's already very adult. I don't find personally Shin Megami I've never found to be for me.
Oh, I love Shin Megami Tensei.
I love Persona, but I think this one might be for me. They might make this one more for me because
official
I'm
trailer.
sure they see like Atlas is able to recognize Persona's doing really well, and they might try to make it more like Persona.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. How silly of me. Here's another freebie. Fire Emblem.
Yeah,
What
true.
That's a
do you think's
freebie.
what do you think is gonna be Fire
I think
Emblem?
that's a freebie.
Yeah, I don't think Fire
There's
Emblem
always.
at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They
I-
always show something Fire
is like
Emblem.
I don't think
flagship.
that's necessarily free. You know, actually,
even
you know
even
what?
if it's
I mean,
just like
you can add it. Do
a
it.
new story for the
It-
mobile game or something.
You
Like-
know what? You know what? Actually, I'm going to take that back because I think we are going to get some Fire Emblem. I think we are, but I don't think we're getting a new game.
DLC.
No, I don't think we're getting
I don't.
DLC.
We're done
house.
with three
We already have
houses.
the 4th house.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I know.
You TB, can I ask you a question about Fire Emblem?
What?
Do you know who I like? Who we like?
Ike.
We like Ike.
No, they won't do Path of
Exactly.
Radiance.
I can't believe that worked. Very good job.
Path
I
of
think
Radiance.
You think
We're
Path of
getting a
Radiance?
Path of Radiance
Oh, I
I
would
would
pop
love
off.
that.
remaster.
I would pop off so
Dude.
hard.
That would be amazing. That would actually like blow my mind if they did Path.
Like
that.
those are
Path
the
of Radiance
games
is
that
one of my
like
favorite Fire
people
Emblem
don't have
games.
access to anymore. Like
Yeah.
you like we all know, and we all rag on Nintendo for not keeping their games like up to date. this is a reason why they have made it so that we need them to remake this game in order so we can play it. It's a great game. Ike is at the top of his popularity because of Smash. It's such a good idea. I think it's such a good idea. I think it's a brilliant thing to put on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tank that game's price. I'll tell you that for
I
sure.
think we just put Fire Emblem there.
Not Smash.
And
not
specifying
Smash.
not Smash.
It's just a
But, like, its own
generic
game. Yeah.
generic all-encompassing.
Also,
Fire Emblem.
all right.
guys, come on.
I think,
Boys, hold on. We are being bad. We're being so bad. We
Being
forgot the one thing that Nintendo loves more than anything else in the world.
Mario.
they hate Mario because Mario
He died
isn't able
this
to
year.
generate.
Oh, true. He was publicly executed. I forgot.
Yeah. They love money and
Money.
Animal Crossing
yeah.
prints
That's on my list.
that
Animal Crossing
money.
update. What's coming in the end of 2021 or something?
There's
a
dude, I
July
hate
update, I
New
think.
Horizons. I hate it.
I don't know how you hate it.
It's good.
I hate it because New Leaf has content. This game has no content, and they
That's
keep
true.
giving us the old content from New Leaf, and they're like, "Look at how awesome we are. This is for free, you guys. This is
Yeah.
for free right now." I'm like, this was
think-
all in New Leaf.
So you think we're gonna get some Animal Crossing something?
I think we're finally gonna get Rooster in the game.
All right, I'm gonna be real here. I think you guys are being conservative now. I think that we finally hit. I think we finally hit the ones that are realistic, except for WarioWare. I'm sorry, Doug, that's not realistic. But I think
I know.
almost
I want it, though.
everything on here, other than WarioWare, is actually realistic and could happen. I say let's
Wait,
just
hold
open
on,
it
hold
up.
on before
Do
you
wanna
keep,
open up.
before you say more. Okay, continue your
God
sentence.
damn it! God damn it! But I'm just
Continue your
saying.
sentence, please.
Do we want to open up and go ham now? Like, say, who cares? Let's just do the best in the world. Like, put F-Zero up there, Mother 3. I don't know. Like, what's
Well, I
something
mean, I have
realistic? but
I have a realistic.
Okay.
And that is that Suda51 is going to confuse a translator again, probably, but we'll have something to say, maybe.
I like it.
Duda 51.
Yeah. He makes No More Heroes and Killer 7 and all the other.
Oh
like,
yeah,
other based
no
sort of
more
wrestling.
heroes. No more heroes. Absolutely yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is also, very plausible.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I'd love it.
I think this year more than any other year, this is actually plausible.
Yeah, and I think we kicked it. Yeah,
I've
we
been
kicked off
saying
Kingdom Hearts
for
on Switch.
3 years in a row. But it's on PC now. Come on, dudes. Like, it would print money. It's literally you're putting Disney on a Nintendo console. Like, that prints money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It prints money. Yeah.
Already mad thinking how I'm not gonna get it and I'm gonna cry.
For everybody in
Well-
chat, put your suggestions and your questions in here so you can help us out with this.
If we're doing this,
Mhm.
we might as well do this as well.
TV loves Persona 5 Golden. TV wants
animal.
Persona 5 Golden on every console. Wait, so TB, hold on. Can we TB specifically Persona 4? Because I feel like Persona 5 is more likely.
I don't see Persona 4. I see Persona 5.
I
Especially
see
with
Persona
Strikers being
4
on
because
Switch.
they're not putting Persona 5 on anything for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they're not. At least for another 5 years. But Persona 4 Golden, it's going to be on Switch.
Okay.
Dude, I don't know. Like, I tried to play Persona 4 Golden. I can't go back to it really because I have Persona 5. Like, I get it, but I think they'd want to cash in with Persona 5 because Persona 5 Strikers is literally on the Switch. And
Yeah,
while you don't need
would
Persona
think-
5 to enjoy Strikers, it's
Yeah.
better. if you have
Joker
5, and
got
they're gonna
added.
want to give us 5.
You
I
would
really
think,
we're gonna
but
get 5.
Atlas is so weird.
Now I know Atlas is weird, but I truly do think we're getting Persona 5.
Okay,
I don't think we're getting Persona 5, but I would love it if we did.
I have a question for you. I don't think this is happening, but I'm gonna post it, and then you guys are gonna tell me it's not happening.
Happy
But
to.
well, if I can find a
Happy
good
Wednesday,
picture.
everyone.
Oh my God,
Dude.
we need to
We need to end. Let's just go.
we need to
I'm
keep
so
going.
tired and
We'll
I'm
post
hot.
the image and we'll make fun of you.
Okay. Well, Mario Kart 9.
Oh my gosh!
No.
I literally on my
No.
buffer right now. I look at this. Look what I found. Literally, I found it.
Yeah. I was gonna
Not
say
happening.
Exactly the same.
Mario Kart
I'm with
9.
it. I'm with it.
Are you with
I
it,
would
though?
love it, but it's not happening.
I see. This is the big thing. I think Mario Kart 9 is something that I would love. I really would. I hope that they wait for the Switch Pro or whatever stronger system that comes out for it. But I don't know if it's either going to be 9 or they're just going to open up the vault with 8. And this is my question for you guys here: is would you purchase a $60 4 or 6 what's a 4 or 6 cup DLC pack with multiple characters for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe?
What were the what words did you just say? What?
$60 or like a $20 DLC with some more cups in it.
I would buy $20 DLC, 2 cups, 2 new characters.
Okay.
That's just
I'm down. So there you go.
like the old original DLC.
So
I think we need more tracks. I think we need more content for Mario Kart. Mario Kart is like, honestly, I'm getting back into Mario Kart.
Me too.
Over on twitch.tv/Goodish. It's really good. I've been playing it a lot. I love it. I'm grinding it off on my own time. I love it. I want a new game though. I think we deserve a new game.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. What I saw recently was that that Nintendo teamed up with some like college company in order to make like esports or something like Varsity Varsity Super Smash Brothers and Varsity Splatoon.
Yes.
Apparently,
I saw that. Yeah.
and I saw that they listed that for 2022 they wanted to list Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That's the only thing that I'm just like, but. You know, who knows? Who cares? It's one of those things where they could have just listed it and then they'll change it later. But I would love a new Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart. It's a system destroyer. It is on over, I think they said close to 80% of all Nintendo Switch consoles. Mario Kart 8 is on, which is nuts.
Well, they sell it with it, right?
I think there's all and bundle.
Like that's a very popular bundle.
There is a bundle.
All right.
It's not like you already got it. All right. On my copy paste buffer, there's also that. Yes. Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just-
free. Yeah, that's free. Yeah,
That one was
I'm trying
I have another freebie here.
Let's go. Let's cover these as much as we can.
Monster Hunter Stories 2.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we know that
Absolutely.
already.
Isn't that
We
one
already know
coming
that.
out? Steve was talking to me
Yes.
about that. Speaking of Monster Hunter,
Yeah,
live
yeah.
tomorrow with a bunch of people. Are you playing
What-
with us, Scoot?
You didn't invite me.
I think I have a slot. I have to go see. Anyway,
What I want
I
is
don't know
Monster
if I
Hunter
can.
Stories 1 on the Switch because it's only on like mobile devices or something. I want 1 because I never played it.
It is on.
It's on
3DS.
3DS.
Okay, well, I want it on my Switch. I'm not gonna exhume my
You
3DS.
can have 2. I think 2 looks like to be a better game. The one wasn't that good, but 2
Yeah.
looks to be very good. 2 seems like they figured out how their Pokemon formula will work. So you can skip 1 and go right to 2.
okay. We already talked Smash Brothers. We already talked. We got 3 slots left here. We talked. What
All right.
other really
Paperclips
left
2 we
field? I'm
mentioned.
talking left field. These last 3 should be. What are the
It's not,
biggest
it's
left
not
field we
left
got?
field. It's very mainstream.
Okay.
But I think it deserves a spot on the list,
Sure.
even though we've kind of
Is Breath of the Wild
crapped
2
on it
really
the
not
whole
on
time.
our list?
It
Switch
is.
Pro.
Is it?
Where?
Okay. So you want Switch
Wasn't it?
Pro? That's fine. Yeah, we don't have Breath of
Where's-
the Wild 2.
I-
you can throw
We
it
don't
on
have
there.
Breath of the Wild 2.
All right,
We
throw it
need
up
yeah,
there.
Breath of-
like
Just throw it
have
up there.
to.
It's
Could've
required.
sworn.
So the last one
I'll
we
move
should pick
this
is
out of
what's
the
our
way.
left field? What's our Nintendo special? The big boy pitch, you know?
Snipper Clips 2. F-Zero.
I would love a F-Zero. Oh, okay.
I put
Uh,
Dry
so-
Ganon on there.
I don't think
Pretty
we're
good.
ever gonna get an F-Zero game. I think it needs to be
No.
something. I want this last thing to bring the hype.
Yeah, I want this one to be like the big boy. And in my mind, I don't think it's F-Zero. I don't think
Metroid
it's Kirby.
Prime.
3D Kirby.
Kirby, people are mentioning in both chats, it looks like.
It's
People want
Kirby.
Kirby.
I mean,
3D Kirby.
But here's the thing: hasn't Sakurai been working on Just Smash? I know he's not the only guy who makes Kirby, but like, he's kind of been doing that thing. And I feel like you could also throw up there, out of left field would be a Kid Icarus game. Like I know
No.
I'm
No way.
Look, I know that nobody remembers the launch title that was Kid Icarus Uprising, but the freaking nuttiness.
I don't think that was a
that
launch
game.
title.
Yeah, it was a launch title for a 3DS. It came out.
No,
it was launch
wasn't.
window. I think it was like a couple months afterwards.
No, it wasn't.
Was it not?
It had like an accessory that came with it.
It came with an
because the
accessory. It
control
was like a
scheme
year
so
after.
Powerful.
Wait, really?
Kid Icarus. Well, look, we're gonna fact check you here. When did
Alright.
the 3DS come out?
All right.
Well
out of
before
left field,
22nd
out.
March 2012.
new trauma center.
Ooh. Ooh.
It won't happen.
Ooh.
My God.
I wish.
There's no shot.
How would they even like touchscreen only? I guess maybe.
So, you can use it like a Wii remote.
Oh, that's right. They
Kid
did make one on
Icarus
the
Uprising
Wii.
came out
I
March
can't imagine
22,
how,
2012.
accurate that was.
Didn't Switch
Yeah,
come
yeah,
out
yeah.
or didn't 3DS come out in like
March
2011.
27th, 2011.
11? So it was a year later. It was a year later. Okay, it was
that
wanted
the
to be
launch
a
window?
launch title.
launch
It
window.
wanted to be a launch title, but it
Launch.
wasn't. Yeah.
A big fucking window.
It's a bay
No,
window.
I said it wanted to be a launch title, but it isn't. I'm not agreeing that it. Yeah, I thought it was, but
Okay.
then again, 3DS didn't have a good launch at all. So
No, it had a terrible launch.
yeah,
We're saying
to the point where
Odyssey
they gave me
2,
free
Pikmin
games. So
I don't think we're getting Odyssey 2
Odyssey
because of the
2
Donkey
is
Kong
no
rumors.
shot.
I think
No.
we're getting Donkey Kong. I think
There's
Donkey
no-
We're
Kong's
getting Donkey
there's
Kong.
no
Pikmin
way that
3 is relatively recent.
Zelda 30th anniversary they're gonna pop a Mario Odyssey 2 plus Breath of the Wild was announced.
I feel good with putting Kirby.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think Kirby is solid.
all right. I'm down to throw Kirby
Who
instead
are we
of
taking
F-Zero.
off?
F-Zero.
Instead of F-Zero?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
If F-Zero is in there, though, then
F-Zero
Dude, I'll
X.
freak out if F-Zero's in there.
that would rock. I wouldn't even be mad, actually. Because we
Ninja
would have
Gaiden
F-Zero.
1. Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden 3.
Cool. Anything we want to change here? Any thoughts? Last thoughts here before we go into the question and answer. We're gonna speed run questions tonight, guys. We're gonna speed run questions here. Exclamation point Q if you want to get your your questions that you want us to talk about. Any individual games you want us to go into. Do all that stuff. Last digit things. Scoot. We'll go through here. What's one thing that, or even if it's anything, what's one thing that if you could dream that they would do? Is that a fan? Is that Kirby as a fan?
What? Yes,
Yeah.
it is Kirby.
Heck
What?
yeah, dude. One thing that Nintendo could pull out of their pants and it would throw you up and you'd get super
Alright.
excited.
Okay. All right. Smash opens. Cloud and Sephiroth.
We didn't even talk about
Fighting.
characters, yeah.
Final Destination. Cloud and his friends, whoever he's with, probably Hero. Oh my God. Hero, Donkey Kong, Samus are losing to Sephiroth. And then all of a sudden you hear a young boy's voice.
Oh, you don't hear gosh?
No. Gosh. If you're gonna do the voice, at least do it well. Sora comes in and fights off Sephiroth. Sora for Smash. Immediately after that, Kingdom Hearts ported to Switch.
Okay. All right. TB, what's your big one? The dream. Anything you want.
I don't know. Going from Hunter x Hunter.
Oh no, not just Smash character, not just Smash character.
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't put much thought into Smash character, and I'm ready for bed at this point.
Yeah, no, I wasn't just thinking Smash character. I was thinking just like any game, anything you want.
I know, but our brains aren't working.
My brain has stopped
Sure.
working.
Sure.
I don't know. Zelda.
Sure. Doug, what do you got?
Oh, I already put Wario on the list, WarioWare, but
yeah.
I mean, what if, I don't know, you know me, I want a Tingle game. What if Waluigi got his own game? Like,
that'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
We can get weird.
Waluigi... Minecraft 2.
Waluigi Sports Management. Let's go, dude. Waluigi Sports Management.
God, that would be awesome.
My left field that will never ever happen, but I dream of it, is the fact that they could and wish they would port A Link Between Worlds from the Nintendo Switch or from the Nintendo 3DS onto the Switch using just upscaling. They wouldn't have to do anything to the game. It just like the models are amazing. It looks beautiful in 1080p. Same art style, not Link's Awakening art style, but it would be the flat out same game with minimum changes, and it would be on the Switch in HD. That's it. That's my dream.
I would love to see the Switch do Etrian Odyssey / Persona Q.
Okay.
But
that would be cool.
Are those DS or 3DS games?
3DS
DS and 3DS.
And 3DS.
Okay,
DS and 3DS. Yeah.
They have the tech. Look at Miitopia. Miitopia is a straight port. All they did was just up the resolution of the stuff, and that's it. You know?
Yep.
So, all right.
But it kind of relied pretty heavily on the dual screen because like the game was on top and then you were constantly mapping out the dungeon on the bottom. So it's
yeah,
weird.
they would either have to automate it a little bit or like just make it some kind of
there were old Etrian Odyssey on like the GameCube, weren't they? Where I don't know, I could be wrong.
I don't think so.
Cool.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah, I think
last chance to enter your questions. I think we should get started with that, right? And then
we already did. Most look forward
I
to
thought
item.
that
I
was
think
it.
we just covered.
That's what I answered.
Oh, I didn't even realize. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, that's
I mean,
full on
it's
E3.
predictions. There's no like
that's what I was
actual
answering.
most look forward.
Okay.
I mean, how do we know? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this
Honestly,
one,
but if I
for
was
the next
saying
one.
any though, if we were saying any for sure. Oh wait, no, I can't make that joke. Never mind. They're not at E3. Any E3 surprises was asked. Well, I think of course. The nature of E3 is surprises. The nature of any announcement setting is surprises. They want us to be surprised because if we're in a surprise state, we're more likely to buy said thing the next day with a pre-order. So yes, I can't tell you what E3 surprises there will be because how?
Yeah, it'll be the things that
we just
put
did.
on this
We
list.
just
Yeah.
answered your question the entire podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's a
catch
bad
us-
question. Just come up with a better question.
Yeah, catch us next podcast where we talk about how
React.
wrong we were.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
We cross all these
And
off.
last question here. Thoughts on Game Builder Garage and its likelihood of being showcased? I have no clue what that is.
So Game
So
Builder
it's-
Garage is a Nintendo Labo style game.
It's
educational.
like baby's first Python tutorial.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unlikely.
I don't think it'll
Zero.
be. I don't think so. But I think it'll be really cool. The game's got a bop of a theme song. I don't know if I can. Find
It was dropped on Twitter for a reason.
Yeah. All right.
Nintendo version of Dream. Oh my god. I
Good
mean,
talk.
kind of.
Yeah, I
Long
think
That's the show.
That's it. So to outro us here. They thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for listening on all the podcast networks. This was a long show. Techno's gonna have to do a little snipping and clipping in here.
Oh no.
Snipper clips. We
Dude.
forgot it.
Oh my god, we messed
Did
up.
we forget or did we just move on?
But,
We moved on.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. The next Margs with the Boys is going to be on June 16th. And it will be our E3 reaction podcast. Hopefully will be less long.
That's a Wednesday. Is that
Oh, did I?
supposed to be?
Up. It's the 15th.
15th?
15th.
15th.
I'm looking 2 weeks from two. It's Wednesday. So the 15th. So it's literally the weekend after E3's kind of done. Yeah, it's gonna be really great. Hopefully you guys are all gonna come back for that. Thanks again to my good friends Scootish, Duggernaut, and TB for being on Margs with the Boys. We are gonna be posting our E3 Margs with the Boys what are these bingo cards on twitter.com. So go search the hashtag
The name just load for me.
You know,
M
also,
MWTB.
we could probably like set up like a watch event thing for this, like, you know,
I'm down.
makes
could.
sense.
Yeah.
If y'all are free. I know I don't have friends, so I'm free, so you know, whatever.
We'll see. It is during
It depends on what
an
days,
event.
yeah.
So
Oh,
we'll-
Zelda-thon side
Is it
quest.
really?
True. Raising money.
Yeah.
for
I'll be
charity.
live here. I'll be live here guaranteed.
Oh.
But
yeah, I'll
unless
be
I have
on
a
and off
segment.
availability.
Yeah. Unless
Yeah,
I have
that makes
unless
sense.
I have my segment.
It's Zelda-thon side quest.
It's just side quest. It's not Zelda-thon side quest.
What's on the Zelda-thon channel? Is it not Duggernaut?
It is.
Side
Boom
quest
roasted.
brought to you by Zeldathon.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, make sure you guys check us out on the podcast networks there. And if you have any more questions following for the next show during E3, if you have questions, drop them with the hashtag MWTB or at q.jyggy.live. Once again, thanks for listening to Margs with the Boys. My name is Jyggy. I'm here with TB for Good, Scootish, and Duggernaut. Have a good night.